Hello everyone! Welcome to The Ghost in the Machine, a D&D live play show about memory, identity, magic, and politics. I'm Matthew Foreman. I'm going to be your dungeon master and host tonight, and every Wednesday night. Before we get started, let's start with a quick couple announcements. Before anything, you should know that this is episode 2 of the live stream, but this is part of an ongoing campaign. If you want to get caught up to speed on that, check out our YouTube channel at youtube.com/dicepriority. We have two too long didn't watch videos that are really short and sweet that'll give you a lot of the story, and then we have individual campaign diaries done by yours truly that will walk you through all the small bits. But this is the start of a new arc. You really don't need to know anything beyond what's happening here. And most of the story is yet to be told. And also, we post highlight clips to our YouTube. So if you missed the episode and don't have time to catch up on it, we edit out and do succinct, wonderfully entertaining highlight clips that can get you the bulk of what happened, the big moments of each episode. And those are posted every day about 1 p.m. From Friday to Tuesday. We also wanted to announce that on July 4th, we are going to have a ramp-up stream to our regular Ghost in the Machine stream. It'll start about 2 p.m. It's going to consist of some interviews with the cast, kind of self-interviews, more stream interaction with you guys before we launch on Ghost in the Machine at 7. And we are going to have a little group chat together where we get together, we chat about ourselves, the game, and with you guys, and answer any questions you might have. That's going to be on July 4th. It's going to start 2 p.m. Central, and then Ghost in the Machine will go live at 7 p.m. So we have someone watching chat for technical issues or anything, so if you notice any problems, you can't hear, audio fails or anything like that, you should say something in chat. But as far as responding to anything else in chat, we don't read chat during the game. We are trying to bring you the best, highest quality stream that we can and focus on the story and the interactions here at the table. So, that being said though, at break, whenever we break at around 9 p.m. Central, we will stop for a moment and say hi to you guys and chat with you a little bit. So, before we get started, we should talk about Animal Helper. Animal Helper New Orleans is a 501c30 in New Orleans. They help special needs animals. Check out below for their Facebook page and see how you can help out animals in need. They're a great organization. I've known them for years. Some of us have interacted with them. They're just fantastic. I'm a nervous burper, so it's going to be the way it is. So, to recap from the series premiere, the group began on their journey on a train. They took that train on their way to Bridgeton, the Gilly's hometown and the capital of the province of the Glide, and were succinctly derailed by a mysterious figure known as the Son of Storms that no one really knows anything about. You guys don't know anything about him. The party really doesn't know much about him. Just that he is a Goliath revolutionary, perhaps a terrorist, or some sort of figure like that. And he made a play for the Blade of the Vizier. The Blade of the Vizier is a magic weapon that belongs to Sovellias that has been taken from him, from his perspective. They were derailed. They dropped into the mists. They made their way through a garden of bones, got attacked by some shadow cats, got lost in the mist, went through a mushroom forest, got chased by an undead Tyrannosaurus Rex, went through the mines of Bridgeton, saw some disturbing images, came up through the mines, escorted by a guard from House Lanig, stopped at a tavern, met with a group called the Friends of the Fallen, and then made their way to Gilly's hometown. It was a lot that happened, but that is basically what happened. And so some things are starting to come together. We don't know what it all means, and we are going to explore this with you. So we begin with them in O'Shea Manor, the childhood home of Gilly, the resident bard in the Meadows. They have just entered the foyer. And so, let's start. Switch over to my little thing here. Sorry to do all the talking. That's just how the beginning of streams are. You were ushered into O'Shea Manor. Weary from your travels and more disheveled and unclean than you have been in quite some time, your bodies ache from the journey and travel spent sleeping on the mountains and the uncomfortable rocky structure of the peaks and the bizarre nature of the mist. Even those of you who are made from living wood and metal, our resident Warforged, instantly find that you found the experience displeasing, and you instantly find entering this manor very comforting. The smell of freshly cooked, high-quality meats immediately greets your nostrils, or smelling apparatus. And sautéed greens and...
smelling holes.
Yeah, and baked potato.
Smelling.
A dull crackling fire can be seen in the sitting room to your left. A grand staircase, and beneath it, a antique grandfather clock sits before you. And to your right, a beautiful dining room, which has a very long, solid oak table with beautiful etchings and paintings all throughout it. Fine cutlery and a wonderful display of food. Seats that accompany all shapes and sizes line the dining room table, as well as two very nice, stately-looking chairs on either side with high backs. Finely crafted armors are positioned along the walls across almost all of these rooms, as are mounted blades and ornate weaponry. So, well, what do you wish to do?
Hug me ma and me mom.
Oh, it's so... And Faylene, the Baroness of the Meadows, goes, I'm so glad you're safe.
Me too.
You all look a bit worse for the wear. We won't keep you too long in the foyer. We'll show you to... Everyone's got their own room. So we'll just show you there. You guys can all get cleaned up. We'll have a spot of dinner, and we'll enjoy the night with a nightcap. How does that sound?
Delightful.
Sounds very nice.
Very good.
Good. Oh, turn that down.
Is this where you grew up, Gilly?
It is.
Is this the typical living accommodations of halflings?
Maybe not all halflings, but for those whose families have had prominence in the Glide.
Is there a history to all this weaponry?
Oh well, me ma could tell you about that. She knows all of it.
She's still in the room, or is she leaving?
Yeah, you guys are standing in the foyer, kind of making your way a little bit forward, just kind of having the awkward small talk in the foyer.
Okay.
But this was from me great granddad, and that one was from his great grandma, and just goes way back.
Do you come from a line of formidable warriors?
Well, we come from a line of formidable, I guess, competent people. Just different skills and such.
Faylene, the Baroness of the Meadows, the more soft butch one, the older one, older than the wizard lady, she kind of goes like, ha ha, she does like a little fake shadow boxing with you. She's actually pretty quick.
Okay.
She's like really quick.
I'm not used to this, so I'll like immediately get into like a defensive kind of stance.
I got the better of you, didn't I?
He's learning humor, Ma.
I've never met well, that's not true. I've met Warforged. I've never had one in the home before.
Oh, well, I'm glad that I could be your first.
Yeah, we got you. Well, there's not a lot of Warforged in the Glide. They all are in the Stone Marsh, so. But why don't you all go get cleaned up? And I know you don't eat, and Gilly has told me all about you guys. But I got you a little something to keep you occupied at dinner, so you don't get stir crazy.
It's like, what would you say? It's like, I look forward to the surprise.
God, I'm told you like surprises.
Of course. I like stare daggers at her. I love surprises.
And I left the clutch with the friends, right?
No, you didn't have to. Did you want to?
So I thought that he had taken it to...
No.
Nope, then it's... Okay, I've got it.
Okay.
Perfect.
So, Sovellias, it's, yeah, I don't think we've met before, but I've, of course, heard about you.
Mm-hmm.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Absolutely. Very nice to meet you.
And you can see, actually, the wizard, Mafanwe O'Shea, the Lady of the Meadow, she's actually skirted out now. She's gone. She kind of walks, she kind of just, like, the initial kind of high left, and she's gone. Well, I'm sure you need a bath. We've already got it drawn for you. And, you can, there's 7 bathrooms, so but we have one picked, there's a master
and I
ensuite.
I take it the temperature of the water is exactly at 110 degrees.
Well, just ask the room if it's not. They'll take
Okay.
care of you, okay?
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's the ideal bath.
That's what we were told. Gilly was very thorough in her letter.
Good.
Yeah.
It's true.
Very precise.
To be this nice, you have to be precise.
Yeah, he's good looking.
And it's sort of our jobs. It's what makes us so good at what we do. Being thorough and paying attention to detail.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought you were referring to accurate measure of temperature of water.
Now I'm talking about the O'Shea's and the hospitality industry that we're in.
Oh, wonderful.
So that includes the temperature of water, if that's what our guests are so inclined to care about. You don't want anyone to get burned. You don't want a cold bath. Unless that's what you're into. So we all skirt up to our rooms.
Mm-hmm. You all have your own separate bedrooms. Huh?
I'll wander to where, though?
Yeah. Really nice. So there's 3 stories. It's a proper mansion. There's 3 stories and a finished basement. You guys are all up on the second floor. Third floor is for the family. There are probably you're trying to count all the there's probably a dozen bedrooms or so, and you each have your own ones. They're all lined up. Sovellias, you were in the middle. Gilly, you actually it'd be these 3 actually. You use your bedroom, which is on the 3rd floor. So Sovellias' bedroom is in the middle, and then you guys are definitely in the center. It's more defensible. And then on the left or right, you guys are positioned. So you're on the 2nd floor. It's nice, spacious, beautiful.
I take a few minutes sizing up my room, just like looking like is there a balcony or ingress egress point, that kind of stuff.
There's about I would say there is basically what is a group balcony out at the end. There would be 3 balconies. So yeah.
Triple decker balconies.
Yep.
I probably...
I mean, I'd expect nothing less.
Bourgeois.
And you look out into you can kind of see the more forested area, and it kind of you can see down the peaks where the mists begin to collect again. Small villages and things.
Is there a fireplace in my room?
Yeah.
Okay. I look and see how large the diameter of the chimney is.
Someone with skill could get down there.
Makes me comfortable.
There is, however, 2 beautiful mounted
Lord.
swords in your room, and really nice carpet and a suit of armor.
Wonderful. I'm going to inspect the suit of armor.
It's a suit of armor.
Okay.
Roll an investigation check.
I'm immediately suspicious.
Stonebreaker.
Yes, exactly. I will draw from my heritage.
You turn that down another hair. Which you
Oh,
don't
man.
want the music cutting
That came
through
out
the
to a 10.
Yeah, it's a suit of armor. It's nice. It's finely crafted. You recognize this actually as a Thadian officer armor
Really?
Yep.
Hmm.
from the war. You've seen this thing before.
Familiar.
Mm-hmm.
Okie
So what are the rest of you guys doing?
I run up, I drop off my stuff in my room, and then I run down to go say hi to all my siblings.
Okay. They were out playing, and now they're kind of coming in and having a snack not in the formal dining room, but in the kitchen. They're around the island. Master Pluth is cutting up like sandwiches or whatever for them, just giving them a little snack. He's like, oh, and then around that time, there was what's known as the schism. The schism is, and he's going on about the history of the schism, and yeah.
Sorry, Pluthy. Hi!
Oh, that's all right. Your siblings surround you. Chili,
like that.
Dunkling, Corn and Corin are not there,
Right.
of course, but the others are. I don't have their names. I only have
There's Finnan, Pimri, Philomena, Dunkling, and Trilly.
Yeah, there we go.
Plus Corwin and Corin.
Yeah, she's the eldest. And they're like, oh, it's good to see you, Gilly. And Dunkling goes, hi. Chili's like, oh, Gilly, oh, I missed you so
Aw.
much.
Pick her up and spin her around.
I haven't
Give her a hug.
seen you since graduation.
I know, it's been a while. I missed all of you.
We missed you too. What have you been doing?
Oh,
This
well,
is Trilly.
you'll meet Sovellias tonight.
Oh, I've heard you were traveling with him. It's like something out of a
Yes.
fairy tale.
It really is. Yeah, with all sorts of adventures, like in a fairy tale. Yeah,
Oh.
just like that.
That's so nice.
Yeah, so you'll get to meet him.
I told Mom I want to be a spellcaster just like you and her.
Aww. Well, don't leave Ma out of that. Tell her that you want to learn how to use a sword. or a dagger or something.
Well, Sovellias can do both, they say.
That's right.
Maybe he could teach me.
Well,
And she-
I don't know if he's got the time for that, but
She picks up a
Well,
butter
we can
knife
see.
and she's just like,
woo,
take that!
Woo, you're formidable. Just be careful with that now.
Oh, of course.
Nat 20.
Fireball.
School of Hard Knocks.
Yeah, exactly.
Lord.
And Dunkling's just sitting there quiet, kind of looking down at the ground, like they normally are.
I give Dunkling a big hug.
They smile. It's nice to see you.
Nice to see you too, Dunkling. How have you been?
I've been good. I won a competition at school.
You
I
did!
did. Yeah.
What was the competition?
Painting.
Wonderful! Can I see it?
No.
Why not?
It's at the school.
It's at
being
the school.
displayed.
Okay. Well, I'm excited. That's
Maybe.
really, really exciting.
If you're around long enough, I'll take you to see it.
That would be really great. Oh, I'm so proud of you.
Thank you, Gilly.
You win at art.
The rest of them, talk to you. They're just catching up on a day. They've all been having a good summer. Summer's just now ended. This is the beginning of fall, and they're all happy and everything's right and all is well. And that's comforting to know.
Yeah. And,
For now. What are you doing?
So I've gone up to my room,
Mm-hmm.
right? Same balcony as he has.
It's a share. Yeah, you can go up onto it and then it's shared. Yeah, it's a huge. Yeah.
Oh, it's shared between the three of our rooms.
Yep.
Okay. Then I will take a note of that and lay a snare trap on my door.
With the
to-
snare spell.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So I'm going to lay a snare spell. It lasts for 8 hours.
Yes.
So figure that'll get us through dinner and at least some napping.
You're so paranoid. But that's typical.
Gee, I wonder why we'd be paranoid, Matt.
Hey, none of you know Duke LaCroix is a bad person.
No, but even as much as I trust Gilly, I don't trust anyone else in this town.
You don't trust anyone in this country.
Like, the Friends of the Fallen has picked their cities on purpose.
Yeah.
There's reasons they're there.
Right. You guys are being spies. I understand.
Yeah, I know, it's a problem. And then I will absolutely, I'm just gonna be a war veteran. Clean anything that needs clean. So the clutch, my sword, anything that I can make shiny to make a good impression, I'm making shiny. Along with myself, I'll take a shower or a bath. Make sure I smell less like road and more like perfume.
Okay. So you're getting the clean and you hear a... Oh, there you are. You hear their cloak speaking to you before you take... You're like getting disrobed from before the shower, and she's like, oh, there you are. I lost you for so long.
Just a day or so. We were traveling through the mist surrounding... What are the mountains called?
The peaks. Or the Elementine Mountains.
The Elementine Mountains.
Oh, legendary for their powers. That explains it. I have something for you, but for later. When you sleep, in your dreams, you will see it.
I look forward to it.
And then she hums back to a dull noise.
Perfect. And she gets cleaned with everything else.
Yeah, she's an artifact. She can't get dirty.
Oh, neat.
Yeah.
Even better.
Same as that staff.
That's nice for someone like me. They goes through mud on a regular basis.
Becomes a goat.
Are you
or
doing anything?
a war horse.
Or a war horse.
Yeah, I'm taking my bath. I take 4 hours to get ready and get. So
So well into like 10 o'clock.
9 or so, but
9
yeah.
or so. Oh my-
So here's the scene. You
arrived
guys,
fashionably late.
Although
We've been
in
running
that amount
around
of
in a
time,
bog.
There was
I'd
one thing I
find-
would do before
Yeah.
the thing.
Yeah.
I would try to reach out to Mrs. Kilgast and see if she's there.
I'm sorry.
Under my roof
Is this
Bring a
just
team in.
one beat one song?
for a fiend.
I'm just going to see if
She's-
she's
I know, I don't know.
Oh, she's
I'm here.
Oh, good.
Don't drop me off in the mist again.
Well, I got dropped off in the mists as well. Apologies.
Fair enough.
Your ulterior identity, Mrs. Caldwell.
Yes.
Well, obviously I don't think that will work here in the mansion for now.
No. You are correct.
I'm not gonna go there. I'm like, I might need your help later this evening.
Where?
In due time.
Oh. I like the sound of this. Have we just found our first nobles to do in?
More of a fact-finding mission.
No, that's not nearly as fun, but I suppose I'll help you.
Wonderful.
Alrighty. So this is the scene. At about 8, you guys sit down and you're like, oh, well, I'm sure Sovellias will be along very quickly. And Mafanwe is not at dinner. She hasn't sat down yet. And everyone's sitting around, and all the children are there, and like the table, and Master Pluth is there, and.
So do you introduce us to all your siblings, like all of them?
Oh, yeah.
How many of them are?
I mean, wouldn't that be?
Yes, go for it.
But wouldn't that wouldn't be something my mom would do?
They're staring at you.
That's fine.
How many of them are there?
At dinner right now, there is Finnan, who is about 19. There's Pimri, who's about 17. There's Philomena, who's about 14. Dunkling, 12. And Trilly, who's 9.
So 5.
Who are present.
Plus you and Corin that I know.
Corinne and Corwin.
So,
Corin and
5. That's 8 total of you? Yes. Okay. I'm writing this down, that's why I asked.
And so there's a seat open. So basically, it's like sibling stuff. Who wants to sit next to Sovellias. So Trilly has claimed a seat next to where Sovellias is going to sit. She's just like sitting expectantly, and she has her butter knife.
She wants to learn from you.
She's not
down there yet.
Oh, that's right.
I'm probably
That's
working
right,
to
I
make sure the
forgot.
bill on
It's
my
2 more
cloak is
hours.
just perfect.
Hey,
Oh,
go.
man.
Practicing.
Who wants to sit next to Sovellias, if anyone?
I
Wouldn't-
suppose I can.
As long as I can see everyone, I don't
I
care.
mean, you're not on the clock anymore. You're on the job anymore.
Yeah.
I'll sit next to him.
My safety is none of your concern.
Or a Sidus.
I was going to say,
Exactly.
wouldn't that be like a seat of honor at the?
Yeah,
For
that's
what-
actually
for my
true.
parents
That's
would-
true. So we'll say it goes Faylene at the head of the table, Gilly, Sovellias, Trilly. And then whoever else can fill them in. The Mafanwe seat is empty at the end.
Got it.
Master Flute is at the end where near Mafanwe, where she is. Cool. So you guys are all sitting at 8 o'clock, and Faylene's like, I'm sure he'll be down any minute.
He takes his time.
Oh.
As long as there's a mint julep waiting when he gets here, he won't care.
Oh, okay. We'll do it that way. About an hour or 2.
Depends on how his hair is behaving today.
Mint julep, 9 o'clock. Mint julep, 10 o'clock. And you hear a shh rattle on the drink bar.
Perfect.
So, Gilly's told this is Faylene, the Baroness. Gilly's told me a lot about you, and it's an absolute pleasure and honor. And I want to thank you, each and every one of you. I'll do this. I'll do this to Sovellias more privately, for keeping her safe. I know that she has kept you safe as well. And thank you, each and every one of you. I know you don't eat, and I know that. Well, I know it's awkward being singled out, but I got you a present. And she pulls out a scroll. A piece of paper is bounded up.
He, obviously with hesitancy, reaches out and says, what for?
Because you're not going to be eating, and that'll occupy your time. So you don't sit there awkwardly.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I look at the scroll.
It's a beautiful, antique, detailed map of Athadia. Athadia, eastern free states of Athadia, and Dalmari on the west, the northern continent, in the Isle of Lie. And
Wow.
it's a full detailed map with names of cities, and it has a whole legend and everything.
Wow.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, Justice actually, his eyes turn more green, brighter green. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. I was told you served in the war, and we have gifts for the rest of you, but he gets his first. I was told you served in the war, and while I served as well, I wasn't on the eastern part of. I wasn't near Modru's memory like you were, but I was more on the west.
And out again, is this the wizard one or is this the?
This is the wizard's not at the table.
Got it. And in what capacity did you serve?
Knight commander.
Impressive.
Yeah, infantry.
We'll have to exchange notes later.
I think that'd be riveting.
Indeed.
So, and then the food comes out. Enjoy.
Hey, Mom?
Yeah.
Where's Mom?
Oh, she's been occupied. She just got promoted to Scholar Esoterica of the Tranquil Chamber. She's been busy with a project.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a 17-year promotion, so...
Wow.
Yeah. She just, yeah.
How do you spell that?
Scholar Esoterica.
Scholar Esoteric?
Yeah.
Esoterica?
Yeah. Of the
So
Tranquil Chamber.
esoteric with an A on the end.
Yep, Esoterica, yeah.
So this is
Thank
the
you.
same room
Wow.
with all the weapons.
Yeah, every room has some kind of weapon or armor in it.
Do I recognize any of them?
Roll a history. Off to a good start.
Nice.
Do that all night.
Oh.
Natural 20.
Oh,
That
hey!
makes me. It's the first
Look like a
natural 20 I
17th.
have rolled on stream.
Yeah, you don't recognize them intimately. There are no Droskin makes here. There are several Athadian antiques, which you do know they're Athadian antiques, but you don't like, oh, hey, I've seen that, you know.
Nice. Very good.
There's some Athadian, there's some Gishari antiques too. There's some of that, but yeah, that's basically the mix here. And there's one of from a country you definitely don't recognize. It's a kind of a beautiful make of dark metal and purples and a bit of touches of gold. You've never seen it before.
So remind me, Athadia is
Northern continent.
It's that island with
Yeah.
solitude.
Yep. Well, yeah. It's Athadia is next to Dalmaria, which the capital of Dalmaria is Solitude. Yep.
Okay.
They all share the same continent. Yep.
So it's Gish, Cardoon, Athadia.
Yep. Pretty much.
Very good. Thank you.
Yep. So,
Oh.
You enjoying it?
It is quite detailed. It will be very useful. Yes.
You plan to go back?
Not right now, but eventually.
I'm guessing nothing you'd like to share about that.
Not right now.
That's fair.
So I noticed you have a prodigious number of siblings.
I mean, that's pretty normal. For the Glide, at least. It's normal from my standpoint.
How many do you have?
Well, I mean, you've met them all now.
Okay, I didn't know if you had any other ones hiding about.
No. I mean, what have you seen? That's humor. Don't worry, it's just us.
Okay,
No more.
wonderful. There are several bedrooms upstairs.
Sure, for guests alike, you know, when you have a large family, you always need room for people to stay.
Understood. So we awkwardly like sitting around just like with people eating and
So I would have sat at the end towards the kids, and once they'd eaten and they were starting to get restless, I would have started doing little things with druidcraft, gotten little flowers and.
Dumpling really likes that. The kind of actually a young, difficult to determine the gender of this young child, youngish child. Like he's they're 10 or 11, and they're, oh, that's awfully nice.
And
Can you turn that music down a hair? I'm just really worried about it bleeding.
you're fine. So I'll create little tiny effects for all the kids,
Oh,
and it'll
That's so
disappear
nice.
the next day.
that's fine. Thank you. And they just stare at it for a long time.
It's just
Aw,
entertaining
dogs.
kids. So you guys are being you guys, and I'm entertaining kids.
Is the kid still sitting near the open seat with a dagger? Or the
Yeah.
The
Where's
butter-
Sovellias? Where's Sovellias?
Are you proficient with that?
No, but I hope to be.
Good.
She's like,
Careful now, Trilly.
she's kicking
You
him.
could be very dangerous.
That's my hope.
Yeah.
So after about an hour and a half, Sovellias cascades down and comes into the room.
Cloak billowing away.
Yay! Chili, your only fan at this table. But then a couple of the other kids like,
I'll play to it. I'll bow.
and then Chili gets up and pulls the chair out. She's like, I saved you a seat.
Thank you.
Kind of awkwardly shoving you in. Like,
With the knife. Get down, Mr. President!
she sits next to you. She scoots really close. She's like, hi.
Hello.
Sovellias, this is my sister Trilly.
Ah, that makes sense.
Yes. She's the youngest of us.
That also makes sense.
Then I continue around the table.
I read about you.
Ah, really?
And she like interrupts the introductions.
Now,
Wow.
now, Trilly, be polite for just a moment.
She's
I
fine.
promise you can speak. You can continue to speak to him. I just want to introduce him to everyone else, okay? And then I very quickly go through the rest of the introductions. It's Pimry and Dunkling and Finnan and Philomena.
You have a silly amount of siblings.
I know. Not silly for the glide.
So did you say Dunkling was a Gish or a halfling?
They're all halflings.
Oh, that's what I thought. Okay.
So Trilly's just like, do you have a sword on you?
Yeah, of course.
She like goes to grab your hand.
Well,
Oh, can you teach me how to use a sword?
I can. It might
Faylene
be-
is like,
if it's okay with you.
yeah, no, it's okay. I
Teachers.
am a sword matron of quite some valor, but she's been obeying it. We were going to begin her lessons this at the end of summer, once everything got back to up and up. But when she heard you were coming, she wouldn't let me teach her.
I can, if you're under your supervision, I can teach you some of the basics to prepare for the summer when you're...
She's gonna. Though you don't have to share any of the.
Yeah.
Yeah. The blade singing, obviously.
no,
Yeah, no,
that's-
of course.
It wouldn't.
No. She's like, and I want to learn magic. And Phalene's like,
So I'll probably use prestidigitation.
huh?
So prestidigitation and pull my mint jewel up to my hand.
It's Mum from A Fun Way, right? God, we need to get this. Yeah, Mum never does tricks for me. She always says, I'm a wizard, not a magician. That's how she sounds.
These are illusions, Michael.
I'm gonna throw a puff of when I hear that. I'm gonna throw a puff of smoke in his hair so it ruffles it.
Prestidigitation and fix it.
This is nice. Yeah.
Counter spell.
I'll use prestidigitation to just sort of make Trilly's hair look as close to Sovellias' as I can.
Mom always magic's a tool. Magic's a tool, not for entertainment.
This is a tool. I fixed my hair.
Yeah.
I'm moving
Trilly?
it closer to me. How is this not a tool?
I agree.
Trilly, look at your hair.
And she has like really nice. But now, Faylene and Gilly all have brilliant red hair. Trilly has blonde hair, and she's just like. But now you changed the color, was it? Sorry, I was a little. What'd you do?
No.
her hair?
I just used prestidigitation to make it look as close to Sovellias' as possible.
It's long and straight.
Yeah.
Long and straight. And
So it was in these kind of different curls and wildness, and now she's like.
I can't
I'll
wait.
put it back,
I
I
can't wait to
promise.
like put this on a clip. just that. I feel pretty. I'm so pretty.
the internet has that forever now.
Yeah. Faylene is like, well, yeah. She's just going on about whatever, you know. She's like, it's been quite a nice summer. She's like, you know, we've just been sorting things out here. That trouble in Cragmandu, you guys were in the Cragmandu. You all were in the thick of it.
Yes.
Indeed.
What was that like?
Disorienting.
I think you would
In a
describe it as objectively terrible.
Good description.
Thank you.
Is it true what they say? Void ripped through Cragmandu and flew onto the eastern sea. Great span sea.
Are you asking me specifically?
She is asking the table.
I mean,
What have they been
that's
saying?
what we've heard.
That's what we heard, but
It's
The-
true.
it's not supposed to happen.
Well, yeah. Unless this has all been one really elaborate nightmare of mine, it happened. Just like that T-Rex happened. But
The what?
I told Mom when she was messaging me, she didn't believe me, but there was an undead T-Rex in the forest.
Oh.
Here in the Glide.
In the mists. The mist holds many secrets.
I think you have a rogue druid that's been out there for a while. There's a number of experiments.
Yeah, in the mist, I bet there's more than one rogue druid. A couple hags and witches and monsters and the beast of Fallow Loch and all the rest of it.
Then we should count ourselves lucky.
The
The
Pookas
worst
and-
thing we got was
The shadow
something
cats.
we could outrun.
Yes, the Shadow Cats.
You outran an undead T-Rex? That's a good notch to have under your belt.
Killed a
Put it on my
shadow
resume.
cats too.
Yes, there were a fair amount of undead Shadow Cats that we killed. Or
My.
returned to death.
That's the mist for you. She peeks up. So, oh, I'll be right back. Peeks up and leaves the table.
So, Gilly.
Yes. Yes, Justice.
Forgive me the question, but my understanding of halfling biology is lacking. You have 2 mothers?
Aye. You're very astute, this one.
Thank you. Well, I'm trying to observe halfling traditions.
It's why she doesn't understand dad jokes.
Yes, you always assumed that everyone has that everyone has a dad to make dad jokes. Other people can make jokes that are dad jokes. They just don't have to have a dad or be a dad, right? I don't know.
It's generally
What's
the
it-
nature of dad jokes.
What is the dad joke?
3 men walk into a bar.
Tavern.
The first. So, what is it?
This
Two
is
men-
off to,
let her- just
this
let
is
her
off
tell
to a
the
great
joke.
start.
2 men walk into a bar and the third guy ducks.
Why did the other 2? Were they not paying attention? Did they not see the bar?
You see, a tavern is also called a bar,
Oh,
and that's humor. It's just a form of humor.
I
You
don't
have to
understand
use
why
that
people
one.
enjoy this.
They don't. That's why they're called dad jokes.
So dad is something not to be enjoyed.
Depends if you're a mom or not. But different story.
Okay.
It's just some people have that certain sense of humor. They make the kinds of jokes that you just go, oh, really? You went there. That's the kind of joke that she means is a dad joke.
Okay. Thank you.
Right?
Close enough?
When we see one in the wild, we will point it out.
A dad joke?
Yes.
Or
We
dad.
will keep our eyes out for one.
Okay.
And our ears.
Thank you. We can talk about this more later.
Okay.
He
Whatever
pulls out a scroll and just starts reading. He's very confused.
From the doorway, you hear, not everyone has to have a father. And at the entrance of the dining room, the Mafanwe, the Lady of the Meadows, is standing there with her cerulean eye necklace, silver and blue cerulean rose.
Mom!
Get. And she gets to the table and she seats herself. You
Right.
don't have a father.
I apologize.
There's no.
Obviously, my understanding of biology is limited.
There's no reason to apologize. I just point out the obvious. It's a world full of possibilities that we live in. If you try hard enough, you can do extraordinary things.
Well,
And terrible.
They do have me.
And terrible things.
They do have me.
But, it's getting late. Shall we all have a nightcap and call it a night? This is now Mafanwe, the Phalians left.
So before I was playing with the kids, I would have figured out what their favorite animals were.
Okay.
So we'll just
You can-
pretend that I know
yeah.
all their favorite
Yep, that's
animals now. Perfect.
Dunkling's favorite animal is the cerulean hawk.
Oh, hey, look at that. It's almost like I've seen one of those recently.
Trilly's favorite
It's Sovellias.
is Sovellias, yeah.
Yes.
No, Trilly's favorite is a kind of stag, a kind of they're extinct actually though. She's read about them. It's what the elves used to ride before their mounts were annihilated.
She's your best fan here.
She's your
I
number
know.
one fan.
She is.
So,
Mine's an undead Tyrannosaurus.
I just
Can you turn into that?
wanted to thank each and every one of you for keeping Gilly safe. I'm sorry that I was away. I had a matter to attend to at the Tranquil Chamber. Gilly is very important to me. I love her very much. I made her from scratch, so I appreciate you keeping her safe. And she gets up.
I would have bowed. We appreciate your hospitality.
Very much appreciated.
Thank you for the gift.
She says, Fayleen's the gift giver, but I pointed out it might be a good idea.
Appreciate it.
She leaves. You guys are settling down to dessert. Nightcap's alone. The kids are parting from the table.
So, probably whiskey or whatever they have as specialty at
Mhm.
Nightcap.
Sure. You hear a message. Just whenever you're a message come to you. Just whenever you're ready in the study.
How late will you be up?
8.
Okay.
Is there an unseen servant making the drinks?
The room has been making everything and doing everything.
No, it's enslaved Warforged.
The automation is putting us all out of work, out of jobs.
We all would have
Yeah,
done
we
it.
just flaunt all of it right in front of you, Justice,
took our chairs.
so that you decide to murder my whole family.
It's all good. I'm working on it. No, I was just seeing because I make drinks sometimes, so it's all good.
Has her mom returned?
Nope.
No. Okay.
We're just kind of by ourselves now.
Mm-hmm. It's Ma for Faylene.
Perfect.
So, how do you like your rooms?
They're nice. Very well put together.
Was your bath okay?
Yes, it was perfect.
Wonderful. We always like to hear good things about it. And everyone okay with their accommodations and such?
It's quite defensible.
Well, that's not feedback that I've heard before, but positive. So, good. That's good. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'll pass that on to me ma. She'll appreciate that one.
Of course.
He likes his gifts. See, they're hospitality experts.
They are.
So good.
So, what are your gifts?
They haven't given them out yet.
We haven't
Oh.
received them yet.
We'll be here for at least another day, so.
Well, now I just feel guilty about receiving mine early.
Speaking about being here
Be
for at least
truthful.
another day, how long? Well, I guess we can talk about it some more tomorrow after we've really had a good night's sleep and everything. But I mean, one of the main reasons we came here was to have a place to relax and talk about what our next steps might be.
I would appreciate 3 or 4 days here. Looks like a wonderful town, people to learn from, scholars out the wazoo, if that's a word in this world.
Yeah, Wazoo. Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Scholars out the wazoo, people to learn from, books to read,
Oh, we have a lot of books to
covered
read.
in natural. I wanted to ask you, is there like a force that I could collect small limbs from a couple of trees nearby?
Sure, we have some grounds, right? Yep.
Would you guys mind if I did that?
Just, I mean, you wouldn't do anything to permanently damage anything.
No,
so
I would just ask for whatever gifts the trees would give me.
I don't see why not.
Perfect.
Right? There's nothing glaring. I don't need to warn her about any beasties on our property, right?
Your trees don't bite, right?
There's nothing weird about them
She
that
just
I need to know.
Walks into the
Nothing
undead
comes to
roper
mind.
forest.
Oh, it is the glide. I just keep an eye out.
Fair enough. Always
Shadow
do.
cats.
Yeah.
Shadow cats. It's everywhere.
Like the forest is shadow cats. They're just parting free.
But yes. Everyone else okay with that sort of loose attempt at a plan? Just be here for a few days. And
That sounds good. I believe Morgan probably still has her
that's
concert.
true.
Morgan
It's going
here?
to be.
Yeah.
Is she on a train?
She was on the train you guys were.
Have we heard anything about the train? That
It
made
literally
it?
the clean like they were it took them a while, but they eventually got it repaired and got people off there and everything. It literally took one cart. It was like amazing. Yeah.
Nice.
Because we would have known if my siblings were in danger. You
Yeah.
know, my parents would have mentioned that.
Is there any
But they're just
particular
not here yet.
Is there any particular schedule for the Zephyr that we need to respect? Will it leave without us?
No, you can these tickets are good for about a year. You can just hop on. They're like a
Hop on
master
and
off.
off.
They're just a card. You can just use them.
Understood.
Although, we don't know politics-wise whether or not that might change. That's the only thing that would put the tickets themselves in jeopardy.
We don't have much control over that one way or the other. So.
No, we really don't.
And they
So-
were free tickets, all things considered. So if we end up paying due to house change, hands changing, then we're really no different than where we were to start with.
And if anything's ever last minute, you guys can use teleport. If you're not, on the lam or whatever, you can use teleportation circle services. They're quicker, but they're more expensive.
So long as we're not trying to transport any artifacts, because they can't go through teleportation circles.
Oh, so I can't.
Will
go anywhere.
unwillingly,
Oh, okay.
unwilling. You cannot teleport an artifact unwillingly.
Is the clutch
Understood.
considered an artifact?
The what?
Is the clutch
Yes.
considered?
Major- You oddly enough have two major artifacts.
Yeah.
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 You have the clutch of the elder gods and
Level
the
6.
Eurysidril, the slumbering goddess. So, yeah. So, do you go to the study at night?
Absolutely.
Any of you want to do anything? Real quick?
wanna make
I would
sure
have
that everyone's-
walked like the grounds just to get a lay of the land.
Nothing
the
leaks
feel.
out at you or anything. It's,
No.
it's
Literally.
really nice. It's crisp, but it's nice, beautiful. Reminds you of home actually, in the windswept plains a little bit. It's a bit colder, a bit rockier, but it's similar climate as around this time.
And then if the tree line would have been close enough and
Yeah.
it's not too overly dark, I would have gone and collected, I don't know, 8 or 9 small pieces.
Okay, sure, you got 'em. So,
Made sure these two had anything that they needed if they wanted to see where a library is or something.
Oh yeah, I'd probably do some simple studying of my spells and stuff. Probably put together a lesson plan for Tilly for the morning.
oh, that's great.
Of the
Go ahead
basics.
and roll Arcana with advantage.
Oh, both 13s. 2 13s. Good job, advantage.
That's good.
So 20 total.
Yeah, that's all. You're gonna have a killer beginner lessons plan.
Perfect.
As you prepare the notes, you are you're sitting there preparing notes, and you're you just hear it overwhelms you. Sove. This is a memory. You're kind of it's almost audible to you. So put that down. So you can't do that. No. So this is fundamentals. We don't jump straight to the fireballs. And you remember when your father taught you the simplest of cantrips.
Fireball.
No, he told you to put down this fireball scroll. We're just gonna start with prestidigitation. So your aunt wants to teach you boom and blade, but it's not gonna happen. And that's just you're sitting there and you're having a vivid memory.
And I'll probably just hold that and meditate on it for the rest of the night then.
Okay. Gilly, you the study that your ma uses, Mom uses so well. She's sitting there in her adorned robes, just sitting there looking at a fire that's slowly crackling. She's staring down. She doesn't even hear you come in, just staring.
Hi, Mom.
Gilly, how are you?
I've been better, but I'm glad to be home.
I feel the same. I've been better, but I'm happy that you're home.
Give her a big hug.
She doesn't quite return it. She just kind of lets you hug her.
I needed it. Regardless.
She gives you a little tap.
Yeah.
But
Mom, can we have a bit of a frank conversation that doesn't necessarily need to get to Ma's ears?
of course.
Because there's been a bit of that need to tell you about what's been going on, and I don't know if Ma should know or not. So I'll leave that up to you, but I think she probably needs to be insulated a bit.
I understand.
But I don't know where even to start. What do you know about what's happened with us so far?
I don't know, Gilly. I just know that the world isn't the same. I don't know. I know you've been out there. I can think you can see. This world's not the same as it once was. It's a harsh place. It's only getting harsher.
I don't know if I was really ready to really understand how bad some of that can be. Or I'm sure I don't know all of it yet. I'm, just straight out of school, so what do I know? But you and Ma promised me a talk when I got back, and I really think that I need that talk.
You want to know how you were created?
Among some other things. But yeah.
I don't know if you're ready.
I just take the ring off. I think I need to know more.
What happened to your hand?
Well,
Why is half of your hand missing?
it's part of why I want to talk to you.
Gilly, I gave you an education. I tried to wash you with good sense, shower you with good sense, and it. What did you?
You did good, Mom, and so did Mom. But when we were out and about and stopped over in Cragmandu, we met up with this Professor Vasilier at the behest of the Countess.
Visiting Professor Elders Rise. I know who Professor Vasilier is.
And he had promised to make Sovellias this blade, if Sovellias and we would obtain a flicker of Kosuth he knew the existence of.
And let me guess, the flicker of Kosuth was at the bottom of some godforsaken hole in the wall, lost since time immemorial, and guarded by all manner of knows what that you haven't seen in 1,000 years.
That would be about right.
And that's how you lost your hand, to some bugaboo of the night.
There was some sort of madness effect that took hold of some of us and made me a bit more suggestible than I normally am. There was a disintegration field.
Did you not think that perhaps you should ease yourself into a life of adventure and start with some goblin bandits?
I was a bit worried. Well, first of all, there were some bandits, but they weren't goblins. We dealt with them first.
Oh my god.
And, they were outside the mine. And then inside the mine were some undead things, and then we got to the, you're not gonna like this part, Mum, but it was a sorcerer king's lair. And so normal magics can't heal my hand.
Are you... Of course not. Are you trying to get yourself killed? Did you develop a death wish at college?
I surely did not, but I didn't want to, I wanted to keep up a good impression with Sovellias. I didn't understand the risks fully. I should have, but I was blinded by my want to earn something for my own name too.
If you knew what we gave up to make you, if you knew what we sacrificed to make sure you were born on this earth, you would treat your life with a bit more seriousness and a bit more dedication.
Trust me, I treated with all manner of seriousness. Especially after this happened. But,
I saw the paper running around with that Morgan.
Morgan gave me the ring, Mom. What?
As she, you can see anger grow on her face. There's a kind of a rumble through the house. You see like
Mom, you gotta...
a sword.
Mom, you can be mad at me, but please don't wake up Mom.
And the sword instantly. Morgan gave you a ring, did she? Of course
I didn't really want to walk around like this now, did I? And I didn't know what to do about it. She had something that would help, and she only asked for... She only said that she wanted to get to know me and to be friends.
Didn't that sound a bit too easy? Fix all your problems for a simple ring and a simple gesture of friendship.
I can always give the ring back, Mom. It's just a... What?
You don't... You're not ready. And she storms out.
We'll talk about this later then. 'Cause I'm not going anywhere.
And she vanishes.
Put the ring
Alrighty.
back on.
Yeah. Damn. So. I was not expecting that. Okay.
Well.
So, y'all sleep. Those of you who can. The one person who can sleep.
So
I can't.
You have a mission at night.
We don't have to do it now if we're gonna hear multiple nights.
Okay. It depends it's up to you. Do you want to do it now or not?
I'll let anyone else do what they would plan to do. If it.
I was just gonna say, so the pieces of wood that I found, I would have spent a couple hours whittling
Okay.
and turning them into little shapes.
Alrighty. Sorry. Nervous burping.
Nerpy.
I threw you through
You
one.
just had a conversation with an angry teenage kid, and without having kids yourself, looked like a normal parent
Thank
teenager
you.
conversation.
Thank you. I'm happy.
So much
Bringing back
disappointment.
PTSD. What does that mean?
I was trying to play a loving, but yeah, we'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you can't believe you took the ring off. Okay. All right.
Hey, she said I wasn't ready to know.
So,
Need to know, damn it.
who should I start with? Let's start with you since I don't know what you're gonna do. That's fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mrs. Kilgast,
I'm here.
when did you return to my presence after the mists?
When you got up out of the mines.
Did you witness anything that happened within the mines?
No.
I would like to go find some more information on the Son of Storms, but I spotted some of his people there in captivity.
Okay.
I believe I can gain entrance to the mines. The lock looked pretty simple.
Yeah, it didn't look like much.
I'd like to go question some of them.
This is stretching our contract a bit thin. I promise
You don't have to come along.
But curiosity always did win the cat. So let's go. And tiny little black cat.
I'm going to try to. How big did the chimney look?
Oh, you can get through it.
Okay.
She's like, I can get us there.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Always.
She puts out her tiny little cat paw.
Put a finger on it. Oh, nice.
Because it would take you a couple hours to get there, to like walk and trace the steps.
Sneak and all that, yeah.
So it's like you plop down in front of. You're on both Theos in front of the the entrance to the landing entrance to the Shrieking Caverns.
Oh, we're down there at the base, like where we came up, or
She's
the
never
landing
been there.
entrance?
She
Okay.
doesn't- Yeah.
Well, that was convenient.
Yeah, you're at the top entrance.
Can you do that all the time?
No, not all the time. I can get us back, but it'll take a minute.
Okay. I'm gonna quickly try to hide or stealth, in case everyone's around. It's nighttime. Is there any artificial lights around or torches or anything near the entrance to mine?
There's probably it's lit, the magical everlasting magical everlasting lights of some sort, but it's pretty dark around here in Sovellias.
I'm going to try to just step into the shadows and see if I can hear activity. I don't know if the mine, are there barracks around for the slaves? Are they in the mines at night?
Roll perception. You saw a bit. So as you guys were getting up there, there was like lifts and different sections you had to kind of scale through the shaft and everything. So
Right.
there was a whole nother infrastructure in the base of that mountain
Got it.
that you're not familiar with.
Perception check would be an 18.
It's on. Yeah, you see, like, there's a guard posted. He doesn't seem to be particularly paying attention. There's the entrance that you came through. Yeah.
Is he guarding that entrance?
Yeah. I mean, passively. He's probably in the middle of a long shift.
Okay. Does there look like there would be enough room for me to sneak between him and the door without? Okay.
You have to open the door.
Of course.
Yeah.
I'm going to cast silence on the door.
Okay.
After I get to it, so that it doesn't make any noise.
All right. Go ahead.
Right. So stealth check first.
Yep.
That one's cocked. It wasn't 5, but it was. That's better, and that's less cocked. Do you agree? That would be a 18. Well, it was like half on the surface.
Her
and
reaction
half
just.
not. Sure.
If you say so.
It was between an 18.
The first one was cocked. The second one you could get away with.
Right. I was a little bit embarrassed that I rolled into the exact same spot almost. So
You did.
18.
You should be embarrassed.
Alrighty. Doesn't seem to notice you. Go ahead and roll
From the internet
thieves
forever.
check. Thieves school check.
And I have a note here that says I have advantage on
Yep,
the
you
thieves'
do.
check.
On that one.
On that specific one, yep. So 9 plus my modifier, which is that would be an 15.
Alright. So you but it makes no noise. You can see the guard's kind of peeked up because a 20-foot radius sphere from the silence. He's like,
I was waiting for that.
And I'm gonna drop it as soon as I have the door closed.
Wonderful.
Good one. Miss Kilgast says to you.
I'll
Are you keeping the telepathy open
yeah.
for this? Okay.
thank you.
You guys skirt in.
Yep. So I'm going to look for, first off, I'm going to try to observe, are they working now, or is it like, are they in shifts, or is everyone asleep right now?
It's not as noisy as it was. There's
Okay.
some noise, but yeah. So
Okay.
you're in the administration level. You need to push on.
Okay.
Yeah, there'll be another door.
Did I ever see, when we were walking back up, did I see any humans working here, or was it all halflings?
No humans. There were humans. There were human representatives of the Grandling Company. They were intermittent throughout the mines, and there were halflings from Lanig, and then there were Goliaths mostly, and some halflings working the mines.
I'm going to use my cloak to make myself look like a Lanig human in their outfit.
Lanig is halfling.
Sorry, the Grandling Company.
Grandling Company. Got it. Cool.
Yep. And now I'm going to try to find location where they might be keeping some of the Goliaths
Alright.
enslaved.
Go ahead and roll investigation.
And I'll ask Mrs. Kilgast, I'll tell her telepathically, I'm looking for where they're storing the Goliaths, if you can help me find them.
Yes. Can you turn that down here? I'm sorry. It's like playing for
It's all good. Investigation check, that would be a 19.
Alrighty, so you're kind of skirting through. You're trying to retrace your steps using your mind to kind of center yourself and get through and stake through. You eventually make your way on down your. I need you to roll me. Well, no, you can fly. You have the cloak of the bat. So there basically comes to a point where you either have to operate a shift or make your way down because the Goliaths are all down.
Right.
Yeah, and so you just like.
Yeah.
So you gripping the edges of the cloak of the bat, you.
Oh.
Remember, and you can polymorph yourself
Yes, I
once
am
per
the
day with that thing.
Yes.
As a bat. So
Yep.
just keep that in mind, and you maintain your mental ability scores. So.
Yep. Of
So
course.
you settle down, and you're now where it looks to be closer, about halfway to where you were, and you see a Goliath. You see some sleeping quarters that you could go into. You also see some people working. They're not mining. They're doing some kind of overnight stuff that you're cleaning and things like that.
Okay. And one thing I forgot to mention, as Justice, I have like the whole ninja get up thing on.
You're also disguised as a human right now. So.
Underneath it, yeah. I'm gonna try to find a Goliath that maybe is like off by himself, like in a shaft or something, or I'll like peek in the window if there is one into the second quarter. I just basically want to find one on their own, but I'm looking for specifically because I think you mentioned some of them looked like they had some of the symbols of the Son of Storms.
Roll perception.
Sure. Yeah, that's not so good. That's a 7.
7 total.
Yeah.
I think there's anything you can do. You're starting to not panic per se, but you're starting to get a little lost, and you're unsure of what your next move is.
I'm gonna try to just take a moment to recenter myself.
Okay.
And then I will reach out mentally to Miss Kilgast and say, I'll picture in my head the image of the Son of Storms and the symbols on him. I'm looking for somebody with one of these.
Right. And you see the cat form leap off your shoulder that was formerly invisible and just traipse on down the tunnel.
And then I guess I'll continue my investigation while she looks as well.
She's leading you.
Okay, I'll follow her.
Follow her away. You come upon a Goliath figure. It is actually the same guy that's the with you. Oh, that's familiar. But yeah, okay. No,
she
I don't know that.
She is sleight of hand.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So there is this Goliath figure that you had formerly seen before being whipped.
Mm-hmm. And he's off by himself. What is he doing?
He's cleaning.
I'm going to try to sneak up.
Go and roll stealth.
Oh, that was.
Where's Rachel?
That's a 13.
Doesn't see him.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to drop the human disguise, and I'm gonna go right up behind him, and I'm going to say in a deep, I'll say, "Do not turn around."
Keeps cleaning his boot.
I'm looking for information in exchange for your freedom.
Are you taking a piss at me or something?
I know a way out of here. It's arduous, but I have information that I need.
I don't know who you are and I don't care. Piss off.
You know the Son of Storms.
I do.
Are you here because of your affiliation with him?
I'm here because I stole something from someone who didn't want me to steal it.
Do you want to be here?
Suits me fine. 3 square meals mostly. Put myself to work.
And the whippings?
We all know pain in our life. We all have things to atone for.
So you'd rather live as a slave than have your freedom?
I serve a higher power. A higher power than you.
And who would that be?
The god of the skies. Ancient and knowing. And I answer only to his scion, the Son of Storms. If the Son of Storms wanted me free, he'd come free me himself.
So he wishes you to toil away here?
All things in the fullness of time. He just rubbing his boot. Now, if you'd like more information on the Son of Storms, I'll gladly give it to you. But you don't have to manipulate me like some kind of common fucking beggar.
I simply saw your plight and thought that we could have a mutual exchange.
You saw my plight, and rather than try to free me, you try to gain something out of it. You'll know better than my overseers.
Oh.
Savage. That's a good looking boot.
That was pretty cool. So
You can see your reflection a little bit in the. You just set it down.
got a mask on.
Yeah.
So I'll say, you tell me where I can find the Son of Storms. I need to speak with him.
In the northwest, far north of Allagan Lock, where the glide begins to become the windswept plains, you'll find the Son of Storms. See the twin rams. Head west. Pass through the waters. And be prepared
For what?
to meet the Son of Storms.
I've already met him.
Then you know to be prepared.
What does the Son of Storms want?
He wants things that aren't possible. But that's the whole point of faith, isn't it? Believing in the unseen.
What is not possible?
To change the land so that it works for the people instead of just a small few. To bring fairness to everyone, regardless of their race.
You think that's an impossibility?
Show me a country where it's been done.
Is there a country where it's been done?
They say draw the Iron Authority and Droska's done it. I've never been.
What does the Son of Storms not head there? He has flying ships.
We each have a responsibility to tend to our own backyard. We are placed on this earth for a reason, in our own time. And in that time, the choices we make define our existence. Our choice to toil the land, even when it would spite our faces, is the definition of our character. It's pretty deep. He's a religious zealot.
Yeah. Gonna spell crazy with a K. I'm kidding. I thank him. Well, thank you for the information.
You're welcome.
I'm going to, if I can, could I use minor illusion to basically try to trace or create a rough, the path that we came up from the entrance to the Shrieking Caverns? Would I be able to roughly trace that? You think?
No,
Like,
not
you
with
think
minor
of that?
illusion. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. No, however, Mrs. Kilgast waves her little paw and there's like a sketch on the wall.
I say, if you ever find that you would wish to be free of this place, if you're done waiting for your scion to come and rescue you from this torment, that would be your way out.
No, thank you.
There are many creatures there, undead behemoths. It will be a dangerous road of trials and tribulations.
All Father's blessing to you.
And I will try to, in the movies when Batman just is gone, I'm gonna try to do that.
Roll stealth.
If I had,
Yeah,
if I had a whatever point to spend to make this better, inspiration. Aha, that's a 21.
You get pretty close to Batman. That's pretty good.
Yes.
Yeah. So you vanish. You make your way back up.
Yep.
Skirt away. Is that?
Yeah,
And then you head back to the manor.
Yes.
You guys find yourself in a little alcove, and there's a tracing of runes for about a minute. And you, oh no, she couldn't do that because she needed a you can fly back.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, Miss
alright.
Kilgast just sits on your shoulder. She's like, oh no, you have to fly us back. You have to fly us back.
An angry kitten.
She is a very angry kitten.
She is.
Alrighty. So, Selena, you rest. You fall asleep. Memories of your journey and your life before this all happened, and the life before that. You fall into a very deep sleep, more restful than you've had in quite some time, especially since your time in Cragmandu and the time of the war. You are standing on a street. Not too familiar with where this is. I think you may have been there once before. Should be a busy street, but it's empty instead. And all around you is the mist of the Elementine Mountains. There seems to be a kind of cafe to your left that you can barely make out past the mist. And you're standing in the middle of the street. There are no buggies or horses or cars or anything like that. All just you standing there. Around in the mist, you can see shapes begin to move. You see a woman with kind of a high perm hair and scrawny. You see the shape of a man, tall, beautiful, elven. And you see his face, Sharat, in this form, kind of come towards you. And then he comes back and he reaches out, both hands.
I would reach out to him too.
And they pass through. Fade on. You see through the mist, the only thing you can see clearly that isn't just literally a mist shape. A large, green, scaled foot. Wings accompanying it. A large tail. The face is obscured by the mist. Two yellow reptilian eyes stare out from the mist, stare at you. You will have done so well in our journey together. You are ready for the next step. I am ready to awaken. The cloak can be so much more. I can offer you so much more. One of my brood, a daughter of one of my daughters, is ready to evolve, to mulch. Her change is upon her. Her name is Vizora. But you cannot do this alone. Not only to defeat her and to kill her, but to perform the ritual after, you will need help. One who brings life, and one who brings death, and one who knows the arcane mysteries. The ritual details I will not tell you, but when you stand in the river of your victory, you will then know. In the large, gargantuan, impossibly large, dragon-like form moves. So, and you wake up in the middle of the night, drenched in sweat.
Is it sweat or urine? You don't know.
They're the same thing.
Most people can tell.
Looks like you could use some help. With some of your friends.
You too.
Need a little help from my friend.
So, you guys sleep through the night? One of you sleeps through It's so ridiculous. No one in this party sleeps.
She sleeps. That's
I
it.
know, that's it. One of you sleeps
Not
through the
well,
night.
but-
Yeah. You awake, Selena, and the rest of you awake. You know, you come out of your dull
Yeah.
state. And, yeah, it's morning.
Was anyone just up and around? When,
Yeah,
when I
people have
was
gotten,
sleeping?
no.
Well,
No,
sleeping.
no. Everyone's asleep. Everyone's sleeping hard, yeah. So, morning, breakfast is ready. You can eat breakfast. They got breakfast in the kitchen laid out. They're not using the formal dining room. And then in the solarium and in the gardens, there's stone tables and things like that that you can use. And there's a brush maze that you can. So yeah, the children are playing and they're just sitting out there. There are mimosas and that kind of thing.
Day drinking. Casual day drinking.
Yeah, what else are you gonna do?
That's the glove.
The children are
Is it cool, warm?
It's seasonably warm for the beginning of fall.
Okay, so I would have transformed my cloak of many fashion to have a lot of pockets.
Okay.
Be full of all those little pieces of wood. And I'd take a biscuit or just something I could take with me real fast and go sit in the gardens with the 2 figurines I created already and then started whittling the others.
Alrighty. Sovellias, you get ready for a very long
Yeah.
time. When you finally get out of your door, there's Chili sitting there. She has like a little notepad and a little wooden sword. She's pulled up a chair and she's literally just sitting outside your room.
Oh,
Well,
Charlie.
how late in the day is it?
You
Or late in the
your
morning, I guess.
your speed. It's only about 8:30 o'clock because you would wake up early and then begin to get
It
ready.
take 1 hour to get ready.
Okay, yeah. So it's
Alright.
7:30.
All right.
Yeah.
Plucking and bleaching last night sped up this morning.
Yes.
Well, you're certainly ready to go.
I am.
Eager to learn.
Mhm.
All right. Very well. Well, I don't know my way around. I don't know if you have a sparring ground or a good
We
place for
do.
teaching. All right. Well, lead the way.
Mom's got it all worked out, and she.
All right.
Oh, do you want to eat
follow-
first?
Yeah, probably.
Oh, okay. She runs you out to the gardens on the massive patio, and near the that's adjoining the solarium. And
Just
Little
like
Kinda watch
you're
them
working
as
your
they
third
go
Bloody
past.
Mary. Like just get yourself nice and shitty.
Alrighty. So yeah, it's the next morning. Mafanwe's absent. Faline is there. Yeah. Sit down to breakfast. Is there anything you wish to do during breakfast or the morning, or? I suppose Gilly should show you around town while you're all here. Get yourself situated. Do you have any shopping to do or anything?
How much time would we to have had at breakfast?
You're
with
still
him
in it.
doing a thing.
Just an hour. He actually came down pretty quick.
No.
Yeah. So like you all wake up around 6:30. Let's say. I'm assuming you're keeping up. Well, you sleep in 7:70. Yeah. You're there for about half an hour, and then he's there. Yeah. You guys could make hit the town, see the sights. We're hosting that dinner tonight. Morgan. For
Can I
Corwin
roll?
and Corin are coming.
Can I roll insight to see?
Yeah, roll insight.
Thank you.
I mean, do you need to on that one?
DC
No, I
1.
don't think so.
Yeah, right? You roll a die. Okay,
I
you
don't
know
think
that she's...
13.
She doesn't seem too happy about Morgan. She's just like, Morgan. But Corin and Corin are finally coming home, and I can't wait to see him. They got pulled off that train and made him, but they've been. I don't even know what they do anymore. They've been hitting the pop-up bars and things like that. So
What happened to the rest of the train?
they did some kind of ridiculous rescue instant repair mission. The locals from House Nori and the engineers. The trains are magically protected against this sort of thing. It's a miracle that they were able to snatch you. They have anti-fall protection, anti-disruption, all sorts of things. Yeah, it was actually quite a feat that's why they only picked off one cart.
Are there kids playing around us, or is it just the adults?
They're around, but yeah.
Not paying attention.
Yeah.
I think they figured out how to part the mist.
Yeah, that's what everyone was wondering. Everyone was sure the mist moves around. That's one thing that's important to know. It gets smaller, it gets larger, it moves. It's practically a living creature. And well, we weren't too sure that had happened, but you say he parted the mist, this son of storms.
Wasn't him, I would have been one of the Goliaths with him.
It was-
I think it was him.
Weather. It's something about thunder. There was another arcane user.
Yeah, Thunder Speaker Tharga, but it was him who was he was the center of the storm.
Oh,
Yep.
Never mind. I have no idea.
He appeared to be covered with arcane runes.
That's what I've heard. He's some kind of sorcerer.
He had some sort of really impressive whip.
Oh, that was the Dispel Magic spell. Yeah. That was Thunder Speaker Tharga that cast that. Sorry.
Huh?
The whip of Abjurant Energy?
Right.
That was just a spell.
Shadows.
Right.
Alright.
But if you don't know what
Oh, sure,
what gets
sure.
rid of the
Yeah.
simulacrum, then...
Yeah, that's true. Oh! That's frightening.
Do you know else who had an impressive whip? The gnome in the caves on the way up.
First of all,
There was a gnome in a cave.
First of all, you
halfling.
still can't tell the difference between gnomes and halflings, so that disturbs
My
me a bit.
God.
I'm working on it. There's a
I
height
don't go around
difference.
calling you folk iron golems.
There is a height difference.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Also,
There's also other differences.
I'm working on it.
All right.
Just like the humor.
So when did the mines become manned by prisoners? This is me displaying fact
Yep.
in a breakfast setting.
Well, a couple years ago, a representative from the Grandling Company came around and restructured the way the mines were ran. Mafanwe and I protested against it, voted no, and worked into the contracts that the actual mining, should still be done by the union, but that the prisoners could be used for logistical support. So, I'm assuming that there were no prisoners doing actual mining. That's the union.
That's
Is
incorrect.
They were being whipped and
Which is one of the things that I was hoping to talk to Mom about. But,
I
and you.
see.
the halfling was openly flaunting that they were ignoring the rules.
It was Carlin, that son of a bitch. I shouldn't say that. His mom is real nice. Or at least she has been to me. I guess I wouldn't know much.
Viscount Lanig is a cunt.
Oh, well
Let's
then.
speak
That
frankly.
that son of a bitch then.
Yeah.
I guess.
That's not, I mean, we're not at it. No one's around here. Yeah, no, the Lanigs are what the Lanigs are. We pushed for what it was, but unfortunately the Grindling Company comes around, people hear the jingle of coin and they act differently. We weren't really in a position to make a stronger case for it, considering.
Is there any recourse for what's being done that's against the contract?
Yeah, it's against the contract, it's against the laws of Bridgeton. I'll bring it up at the next council meeting with Duke Rendell. But
Both halflings and Goliaths were being used for mining purposes, not just paperwork.
yeah, it gets far enough down and it's self-governed down there.
I understand how that goes.
Sure that there will be adequate justice.
I don't know about adequate, but I mean, we'll raise the issue. It's a democracy. Well, not democracy. It is what it is. We can't snap and change our fingers. What do you want to... Is there something you'd like us to do? Get the house guard together, storm the gates, and murder the Grandling Company.
He just stares at it.
All right, then. We're a society of laws. They're breaking the laws. I'll raise the issue, and it'll change, and who knows? Maybe they'll never go back. But, again, the Grandling Company. They have a lot of money.
How exactly does that all work then?
What do you mean?
Well, what's the Grandling Company getting out of this?
They own the logistical contracts. Work has to be done. They're paid the salaries from the treasury.
Okay.
They're also
Well
the
done.
financial managerial interest for Hospitanza. So, yeah, it's all money. I mean, this is the way the world is. I don't know what to tell you.
Well, that's
Thank you for the information.
Oh, you're welcome.
It was all new. I didn't know what to tell them.
I don't like it any more than you do. I got friends in the union, the miners' union, and the hog callers are rightfully pissed off about it, as well as the 10 pennies. But, you know, what are we supposed to do?
How does Rendell feel about it?
Randall's not the same as he was.
How
Like
come?
I said, Grandling Company comes around, shakes their purse. Things change in Cassilia and Agred.
It doesn't make it right.
No, it doesn't. But, again, what do you want me to do? Storm Cassilia and Agred with the house guard and kill Rendell Halfmoon?
Well, first of all, no, but it's more about this world that I learn about the older I get that I don't like.
At least it's not the war. Things were worse back then.
That's matter of perspective, and I'm gonna put all my shavings on the ground, put the little figurines in my pocket, and be like, "So what have you planned for today?"
Well, I guess that sort of depends on what you all are interested in.
Your city, your call.
Well, there's the conservatory, but we're going to see that when Morgan performs. And there's the would we be able to go see like the
Tranquil Chamber? No.
Okay.
No, the Tranquil Chamber is like
Because
so.
that's
So the
where Mum
Greenbrush
works now.
Conservatory is the House of International Honor Opera House, 1,800 seat concert hall. Neverfar College is a college, symposiums, yada yada yada. Tranquil Chamber is a very elite group of mystical scholars that it's no public entrance.
But
It's
we
an
can go to
honor just to be
Neverfar.
invited. Neverfar College you could go see, and yeah, there's some shops that aren't listed on there that I can tell you about.
The Dragonborn, I'm sure I can get into to the mystical college.
And the Glittering Falls.
Yeah, the Glittering Falls. And there's shopping. There's some shops. There's no magical item shops, but there's a potion shop called Elder Secrets. There's a weapon shop called Silver Scrapes. Feeding Hands, there's a butcher. There's Raised Right, the bakery, and Woven Wares for clothing. There's also Turan, the Obfuscarant Spire, which keeps which manages the mists and has what. If you were wanting to try to buy magical items, you could try to go there. Or if you wanted to learn something about histories, any special contracts, mystical artifacts, things like that, you go to the Obfuscarant Spire. Mm-hmm.
So,
Or the college. Yeah.
what do y'all think?
Libraries and bookshops are on my list today.
Okay. We could go see the spire then. Right?
The Obfuscarant Spire, yeah.
That sounds interesting.
Oh, it's very interesting. It's been there forever. Forever, from my perspective at least. And, yeah. It's full of all sorts of mysteries and such.
I will be training Tilly today, so I will pass, or I will meet you later.
Trilly.
True.
Um,
Sorry.
It's okay. She would never correct you. She would actually change her name
I
to
probably
Tilly
wouldn't have got it wrong.
if the rest of us.
honestly.
It's fine. If you called her Tilly, she'd change her name
Yeah.
to Tilly.
I would have said it correctly.
What will you be teaching her today?
The basics of swordplay, and maybe some simple magic.
Well, I mean, is there anything during the day other than that you like to do?
Books and reading and study sounds interesting.
So maybe we go to the Obfuscarant Spire once you're ready.
Sure.
And until then, maybe some sort of something else? Anything you want to do justice?
What is the
You wanna look
Glittering
into?
Falls?
Oh, the Glittering Falls are
They are the waterfalls that run off of
magical waterfalls that
Castellian Agrid from the massive silver castle that sits at the highest peak. There's a waterfall at the end, like behind the castle, and it's a beautiful silver waterfall that falls into Fallen Faller.
it's huge and it's wonderful and we should go and see it.
And behind that waterfall is the Siren Cave, the Cave of the Siren.
Where Tisadris lives, right? Yes,
Siren
where
of the
Tisadris
Peaks.
lives, the Siren of the Peaks.
And who is the Siren of the Peaks?
She's a magnificent silver dragon, and she has the most beautiful voice, and every once in a while, she will decide that there's an event that warrants her to come down and give a bit of a performance, usually for some sort of benefit or such. But, she's magnificent.
If you would like to show us the spires, then I would be happy to see it.
Are there any zoos in town?
No. No, we're kind of, living in the opposite of the zoo. We're the civilization contained within the wilderness.
If there were hawk masters or eagle masters or something that would
You could go to Neverfar College for that kind of thing.
Perfect. Some more books and learning.
I'm just imagining that, like, the silver dragon. They're like, oh, she's got the most beautiful voice, and it's like Gilbert Gottfried, you know. Comes out every century or so to perform.
So
Everybody's got their thing, right?
after breakfast, let's move things along. After breakfast, you Trilly is ready for her lessons. Go ahead and roll Arcana, or no, roll Persuasion with advantage since you have a lesson plan.
Okay.
Aww.
16
Nice.
plus.
Oh wow.
19 total.
All right,
There
great.
you go.
So yeah, she's actually a pretty quick learner. She's pretty fast. She seems to move. She catches on pretty quick. She's smart. So yeah.
So I would have probably walked out to the sparring grounds, taken my cloak off, turned it into an empty cloak as a sparring partner for us to train against.
Good. Okay. So Cloaky is like.
Yeah, it's got a long sword.
Yeah.
So.
Your magical cloak animates and it makes a useful sparring partner. Pulls out the long sword he uses, but you give it a practice sword, of course.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah. Makes a useful sparring partner. Cloaky. Alrighty.
That's really.
And I'll
Really
kind of
cool.
try to teach her how to maybe do prestidigitation or something.
Okay. Roll Arcana with advantage since you have a lesson plan and a willing participant.
Nat 20.
Oh.
So 27.
Aww.
Yeah, you know what? Natural 20. She learns prestidigitation.
Wow.
So she's like.
Congratulations. Very
Thank
nice.
you so much, Sovellias. Oh, I'm gonna show me mom and me mom. And you can see sitting at the stone, on the stone, far away from the distance, you see the silver and cerulean robed figure, and she's just like. She just pushes off and walks back.
Yeah.
First step, prestidigitation. Next step, power word kill. I'm a quick study.
Jeez, yes, this is your arch villain.
Yes. All of them. Just God.
And a 26.
Nice.
Oh, nice, yeah. So yeah, and then so you guys get ready to go to town.
So I would have had an hour,
Yeah.
give or take? Okay, perfect.
And I will tell Miss Kilgast that we will be visiting the city. If you would like to do your exploring, talk to the people. You said you want to get out and see the world.
Yes, I'll be along.
And it's an opportunity for you to strike out on your own if you would like.
Oh my god.
I'll be with you for now.
Okay?
You guys like the voices?
Oh, bad.
Just trying to, because, I mean,
Fiend
she's
around.
probably bored following old Justice around all the
Set
time.
an imp loose in the... Yeah, it's fine.
All right. I can't wait to see the sights.
Is there anything that you would like to see while we're in town?
The obfuscated spire.
Whoa.
Well,
Okay.
we will be going there.
Fantastic.
Is there anything of particular interest that I could try to seek out for you?
No, I just think you'll find it very interesting. She's a devil. How do you guys expect her to be?
She's so intense.
Yeah, she was made from the fucking fires of hell. Of course she's intense. She's married to a pit fiend.
I like her. I think she and I can be friends.
She's completely reasonable. She helps you. Yeah.
Yeah, we help each other.
Yeah, she's reasonable.
Yeah.
No ulterior motives.
As
Zero.
soon as we
Zero
invoke the
ulterior
trust,
motives.
I'm sure that she can come and be part of the group too.
Yeah.
I mean, we just gotta kind of, feel the rest of this thing out. I'm sure it'll be fine.
For those of you, I just want to, real quick, for those of you playing at home, Mrs. Kilgast is an imp that Justice picked up before the launch of the stream. A devil who was married to a pit fiend that he made a deal with. And, well, this is where we are.
And none of the rest
We
of us as
banished
characters
the
know
pit fiend.
about
Yeah, no
Right.
one knows.
We don't know.
about the imp. But the pit fiend did
Threaten
Threaten
him.
me.
Yeah.
severely
Yeah.
with
Oh,
some
yeah.
very specific terms.
Yes.
Like they
Yes.
do. Like they do. I mean, to be fair to him, he was trapped, and was trying to...
And we may have stopped him coming
Yeah.
through to the mortal
We can't free
realm.
everybody.
Chains are meant to be broken!
Oh no!
For more of this, go to our YouTube channel and check out the Lord of Still Tower campaign. Alrighty.
Okay.
Or whichever one it was.
The Lord of
Yeah, yeah,
Steel.
that's
the
the
right
right
one.
Yeah. So, you guys make your way. So you're going straight to the Opulence Fire? You're going over for college? Elder Secrets, the potion shop? Where are you going to go?
we were gonna wait for the spire and probably for the college until Sovellias was ready.
This is it. You guys are ready.
Okay.
Well,
So moving along.
I'll let you guys decide where we want to go first. What do you think?
I would say the Obfuscarant Spire.
Probably the spire first.
Unless
Okay.
there was a particular time of day in which to capture
Actually,
the
let me
natural
figure out.
splendor of the falls.
Sure.
What makes the most sense real quick? Let me consult my map.
We spend the next 45 minutes in real time planning this out.
No, just...
So I can set up a program that does.
What we can do is we can go see the let's go past the glittering falls first because it's on the way to get to the spire.
It is.
And the college is also on the way, so we could either hit that on the way to we'll hit the falls and then we'll go either to the college or the spire and then we'll hit the college on the way back if we don't hit it first.
Perfect. Lead the way.
Okay.
Alright. So you go through the meadows, you go to the Lanig Bastion. The Peak Lanig is entirely surrounded by high walls, and it is an entire fortress, the peak. So you go through this first section, subsection, you make your way, you get processed, so to speak, then go through the little town that's in there, and you go to across the bridge, a long bridge to Caecilian Ogrid. Once you get to the gates of the Caecilian Ogrid, you're greeted. Miss O'Shea, good to see you. And they gates open, you enter through the courtyard of Caecilian Ogrid. There's a bit of a touristy kind of vibe already. This is the first little section of the castle. Make your way around to the back end of the castle and see the glittering falls. You are now in this kind of like touristy mountainside thing with a banner in the viewing glass and all that. And
Go through the lines.
beautiful silver waterfalls cascade down and just rush and rush. They're almost deafeningly loud. They also have this slight little ding, well, kind of like the background music, just the ding, 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 wind chime like noise to them. You guys stand there beneath the glittering falls.
Wow.
Look at it. Look at how beautiful it all is.
Neat. It's a joke. Neat. And you say that the dragon lives behind those falls.
Yes.
If we pass the passageway that goes down to that doorway for the dragon.
No, there's no like passageway to her. You'd have to fly down. Like there's no accessibility to she doesn't let people come see her. It's literally beneath you guys. If you go down the falls a little bit, there's a cave.
And so you said it was a viewing area. Is there like glass or anything, or is it just like a short fence to keep kids from like running off the edge?
There is so you guys are looking out. You're beneath the fall. You're beneath the waterfall, and it's rushing down. And you're in this little standing area, and there's a barricade, and the water's just rushing down and splashing you in the face.
Very nice.
Yeah.
So feather fall and
Yeah.
Yeah, the dragon doesn't like to be visited. Doesn't take visitors and doesn't like to be visited.
it'll be fun with us.
Yeah, she's not like me.
Does she know who I am?
Nope.
This is gonna go.
I was about to say, doesn't she know who I am?
And
Still,
I bet she doesn't
no.
care.
As we get funneled through the gift shop at the end of the thing.
Plus dragons.
Thank you for showing us. This is quite impressive. I don't think I've seen anything like this before.
You're welcome. Was he being genuine?
Yes.
Okay.
You're asking directly. Are you being genuine?
No, I didn't.
Roll an insight check.
I could have.
Deception. He's seen better. Kidding.
I was wrong. It's not on the way. Oh, we're gonna go back now.
We got a little lost.
So you
I
saw
looked
the
too
waterfall.
quickly,
Yeah.
Anyone have any purpose to see the waterfall?
No, I just was.
Okay,
I was just expressing curiosity.
We're tourists.
Polite
Oh my
curiosity.
god,
tourists.
the tourism episode. Okay,
We
that's
are
fine.
literally following Gilly, and Gilly
Yeah.
goes to the waterfall.
You guys are all standing there underneath the waterfall. It's like, it's nice.
I want to
Wow.
get. Can I get a funnel
Are there any-
cake for my fanny pack?
Is there any like lore about the like if there's you make a wish or something?
Yeah,
or
if
a
you jump
silver
off
piece
of it,
or
you'll
something?
gain the power to fly.
Oh.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Wonderful.
No.
Okay, make our way to the spire then.
I can already
afterwards.
fly.
I could jump off.
Do you want to go to the college or the spire first?
I would go with the spire.
We go to the spire.
She's just trying to like keep our energy up, and we're just sitting there like.
All right.
That's the unwashed matches.
You go through. Let me get my map. You go through place, and you. Oh, I got it. Thank you. You go back through House Lanig and get processed. You go through Agreeth and see the Wreath Gardens, hanging beautiful, nice gardens, the botanicals. And then you come up, go across the bridge, go to the green, which is the common area. This is more houses and stuff like that. And you see the bridge that leads to the singular floating island that has a tower on it. A tower that is identical to the Tower of Silence. As you stand before it. You're like, wait, where are we? Oh no. Oh, that's not the Tower of Silence, we're in Bridgeton. And it just
identical?
Identical to the Tower of Silence, except for a slight, instead of green, identical in structure and make, instead of a green glass look, it has a cerulean blue glass look.
Oh, look, they made them in a matching set.
Well, I mean, it's probably the same sorts of magics used to make both of them.
Do we know who created this one?
Do I know who created this one? Yeah, no.
Does anyone know who created these things?
In time immemorium, and
I'm gonna take a wild guess and say Sorcerer King.
yeah, that would be a bit about that. Yeah, there wasn't really much Sorcerer King activity in this area, but there was a bit.
So I'm gonna quietly question. We're gonna be like, is there one of these in every town we go to?
In almost every capital.
All Sorcerer King made or previous?
The kings made many artifacts. The towers are their most sacred possession.
This one's less angry than
It has been tamed by the mistress of the mists. And you see the bottom of the tower, there's mist pouring out. This seems to be the source of the mist of the glide.
Wow.
Very cool. Okay.
This is what keeps the glide safe.
So,
Well, in one way safe.
player question, would that have been the face we saw that came out of the mist?
You don't know? That's a great question. You're not sure. You haven't seen the face yet.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Just like the mummy. Goodness gracious.
You guys cross the bridge to the island of Tehran, this floating island where the mist
Of course.
billows out from, and you can just walk in. It's the first section of it is public.
Wonderful.
You enter and you see eerily, just like your tower, well, not your tower, the tower that you liberated up in Still Tower. Same structure, big, round. This one, though, is set up more like a clerical library area. There's like a desk that you kind of are greeted by and you can part, and there's sitting areas, and there's lots of books and places and reading rooms and things like that. But it's identical in its foundational structure. It has the staircase that goes up, staircase that goes down, and there's X amount of floors, and yep. In the middle of this, you seem to be the only one who are here today. There is a halfling, but unlike most halflings, this person is 5 foot tall. Has very, very unkempt red hair that's kind of frizzy and goes down, and difficult to determine the gender of this person. They have a long, crooked nose, and they wear robes that are not like wizard robes, but more like monk wrappings, that are a dark blue, almost midnight, not quite cerulean, and wrapped. And she seems to be. They seem to be reading. Sorry. Oh, she shuts it. She stands up. They stand up. Sorry. Stand. Welcome to the Obfuscarant Spire. I am Naz, mistress of the mists, and keeper of the Obfuscarant Spire, scholar of the Tranquil Chamber.
Hello.
How can I assist you?
I've met Naz in my lifetime.
Once.
Hello again, Naz.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm well. Thank you for your adequate but not too probing question. How are you?
Well, I'll give you the short answer. I'm okay.
You look well. I do not remember your name, but I am supposed to be familiar with you, so it is nice to see you again.
I like
Nice to
this
see
one.
you again, too. I'm Gilly O'Shea.
Ah, yes. The O'Sheas are the ancestral home to the Meadows, seat of power in Planday. They reside at Manor O'Shea. You are the eldest child of Nafanwe and Faylene O'Shea, whose marriage was legalized and recognized legally after the same-sex marriage acts were passed 20 years ago.
She is well, I don't know. I can't tell. A fountain of information.
What brings you to the Obfuscarant Spire?
Well, these three are new to the Glide and interested in the mysteries of the Spire and looking for a bit of information, I think.
The mysteries of the Spire are vast. Time immemorial, created by a legendary sorcerer king before that sorcerer king was deposed, and the hags ruled as high priestess of the old religion. It has power over the mist, and the mistress of the mist, who I am, Naz, mistress of the mist and keeper of the Obfuscarant Spire, maintain that power.
So was it her face that we saw in the mist the other night?
It seems to be.
Perfect.
Naz, how long have you been with the Spire?
Not that long. Although that question brings into that inquiry brings into question all sorts of relative position of time, as for someone of the age of your elven friend Sovellias Anastasia, the once prince of the Aramir and baronet of Flossom Street, I've been here for a very short amount of time. For someone of your age, who could be no more than 20, absent of any time travel or mystical effects, I have been here a very long time.
So somewhere between 20 and 400 years.
That is correct.
How precise?
If we are looking for any information, would you rather we ask you or look through...
How familiar are you with scholarly research, archival protocols?
I mean,
Say about 30%?
Ask me.
Wonderful.
I'm gonna go for it. I don't know what I'm doing. What knowledge would you have of the dragons of the land, both here and across the oceans?
The Dragons of the Land is a rudimentary procedure, the kind of topic that begs the gets the imagination of common magicians and street hustlers. Not to make a passing judgment on you, but this is statistical information I've garnered in my years of service. You, however, seem far more talented.
I was looking more for genealogy and historical specifics rather than, Wayfair tourist knowledge. I apologize, I was unspecific.
That's okay. I just assume most people who come here just want to take a look around and look at books that they've never seen. If you are serious about your inquiry, I can compile you a reading list.
That would be wonderful, thank you.
I'm going to mentally ask Miss Kilgast if she has anything specifically that she would like me to ask. That would not be too suspicious.
She doesn't respond.
Okay. I have something that I would ask.
I'm going to wander off because I am proficient with those procedures.
You are an arcane scholar.
So I'm going to try to find anything on the void, anything on the history of the blade,
Okay, go.
anything that may help.
All right, go ahead and roll the history with advantage. This is going to take some time if you want to do any research right now, though. So he sits down and starts researching.
Yep, 16.
isn't that why we came?
Not many things.
So-
Yeah.
Because
Does she immediately hand me books, or do I
No,
have
it's going to
time?
take a minute. Like, you want a thorough, PhD project. It's going to take some time.
Okay, I'm okay with that. Then I'm going to sit in a corner where I can open one of my pockets
Mm-hmm.
and whittle.
You whittling.
But all of the shavings are very clearly going into my pocket and not staying anywhere in the tower because I don't want to make it dirty.
What are you whittling?
The little pieces that I collected, you'll see.
Okay. But what's it taking shape of right now?
Oh, so little animals.
Okay, right. Yeah, cool.
I'm gonna try to take a moment if I can
She's
catch her
she's
out
in the
of
back,
earshot.
grabbing things. You can talk
Yep.
to her if you like. Yes.
What information do you have on the creation forges?
The schematics of the Creation Forge and their origins are largely something you would get down south. The Gish, in their infinite greed, have never shared those particular terms or processes with us. The Creation Forge in Gish and in Thadia reside in their respective capitals, so named.
And the one in Broska?
Burska.
Burska?
Sorry, excuse me if I was not clear. Droska's capital is Burska.
Understood.
Guarded by the legendary Burskan Titans. 3 gargantuan automatons, perhaps of some sentient form, larger than anything seen in quite some time.
So if I were to look or seek any information on those topics, I should head south.
You should head to one of those 3 cities.
Thank you, Naz.
You're welcome. I did not ask your name, and for that I apologize, but I am busy.
No offense taken.
What is your name?
Justice.
Thank you.
I want rough. We get along really well. We should just do a whole session where it's just Naz and me talking.
So if it's longer than an
Naz
hour
and
that I'm
Justice.
waiting for books,
Not that long, but go
I
ahead.
was gonna say I will cast Comprehend Languages
Okay.
and just kind of scan the shelves in this general room, see if there's
It's-
anything I really like.
Okay. Comprehensive text. There's some stuff in there about necromantic processes.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the only thing I can think of that would recently pique your interest. So
That'll work.
she sets the large tome, leather-bound tome of her on your table. This space should be sufficient. The obfuscate spire closes at 8 p.m. I can keep these books on hold for you, and you can visit through each day that you are here for up to 7 days. These books can be put on hold for your private use.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome. I did not ask your name. What is your name?
Selena.
Okay, Selena, I'm Naz, in case you have forgotten or had a spell put on you.
No one could forget you. Thank you.
Just in case someone just came by and put
So,
modified memory on you.
She's walking.
They
That
all
never
just walking
happens.
around.
So
Never
what,
happens.
being the mistress of the mists, what does that entail?
I maintain the integrity and mystical power of fortitude of the mists. It is my responsibility to ensure that it is impossible to fly in the peaks of the Elementine Mountains, to protect us against airships, invasions, and other maladies.
And how did you become the mistress of the mists?
I trained for many years under the old Mistress of the Mist,
So it's an earned position?
earned through many years of study of the deep mysteries of the world.
Do the mists enable you to know what transpires in the areas that they envelop?
I can focus my power for a moment in time and see through the mists. That is a power unique to this tower and unique to the Mistress of the Mist. However, I normally do not. Whenever I do, I usually find unknown horrors and things that keep me up at night. She stares at you.
The mists are full of that.
They are.
Are the grounds that the mists encompass largely unenforced, unprotected?
They are protected by the mists, but the mists possess a duality. They are both protective and they obscure and obfuscate things within them, which makes them ideal for criminal and illegal activity. However, the Glide and all of its time, well, in the peaks of the Elementine Mountains and Bridgeton, have never been invaded. During the Elven conquests and during the wars with the Gish, they routed to Cragmandu rather than attempt to take us, which led to the famous and legendary Battle of Cragmandu.
That's very interesting. Thank you.
You are welcome. I noticed, and she gets really close to you as you attempt to walk away. I noticed that you are wearing robes much like mine, except for they are different color. Have you trained in the martial arts?
Yes, I have. You were very observant.
I have too.
Where did you train? Oh,
Mistress of the Mist.
I did not know that there was
Missed that.
I must have missed that.
Who did you train
Yeah,
with?
joke.
I have never seen these vestments before.
I would know that I'm not supposed to share that, right? I'll
And she like arched out. She's like super close.
be like, I'm not at liberty to divulge that information.
I understand that you keep your secrets. That's fine. Black is often the color of skullduggery and people who move in the shadows. I, however, am trained to expose the truth and to find and illuminate the shadows.
What would the
But it would be
What school?
impolite to extort the truth from you.
Would you like to have a sparring match?
Very much so.
Well,
You are the nicest person I've ever met.
That's wonderful. My friends seem like they will take a while.
They have their books.
Well, then let us begin.
Are they loud enough that we can hear them?
Sorry, she is standing in the middle of the room. She has no social qualm. So you haven't asked her her pronouns, but either they or she works for her. She doesn't give a shit if you're listening. She's like clearing this, like she moves her hands and all the books and tables and things that were, they all start to move. I am not your master, but show me what you've learned. Okay, go ahead and roll initiative.
Wonderful. This is funny. Why do I always get in fights with people?
Can I
You're the one who asked!
Can I interrupt before they start fighting?
You can certainly try.
I am going to
Respond.
stand next to Justice and put a hand on his shoulder and cast Enhance Ability.
He will need it. What was your initiative roll?
22.
Go first. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, I'm going to.
You have advantage. I'm going to give you advantage on dexterity.
Okay, so is that on dexterity?
Ability checks.
Ability checks? Okay.
Dexterity or HP?
Dexterity's fine. I'm not going to last very long.
Perfect.
Probably.
Then-
Actually, no, HP's better. Oh, make me
Okay, you gain 2d6 temporary hit points.
Oh my goodness! I gained a whopping total of 3 temporary hit points!
And,
Wow.
and you get advantage on Constitution check.
Thank you. Alright, I'm going to, let's see, as a standard action, I'm going to move forward, and I guess I will just make an attack on her.
Okay, good.
I don't have any type of sneak attack or anything like that.
You were going first. You have advantage on the roll.
Okay, thank you.
You get your initiative.
For the assassin feature.
Yeah, but you don't. It's not an instant critical. She's not surprised.
Okay, that's a 19 to the attack roll.
That'll hit.
Wonderful. So I'm going to attack with the Zip Zap Dagger. And I do not have sneak attack. Oh, I do have sneak
You
attack.
see the
because of
dagger?
advantage.
It's a sparring.
Oh, yes. Sorry.
Oh.
I'm going to use my... bloodthirsty. That's right. I can't use the dual damage. That's right.
You can't declare knockout.
Okay, that's right. But I do get sneak attack as an advantage. Right. Just you were the nicest person I ever met. I killed my own friend.
Just trying to murder.
Oh wow. So that is 12, 14 plus. 1 moment. That is 18 points of damage.
Okay. So as you with your fist, it catches off guard.
And then
bonus action.
bonus action, and really quickly, man, I should know this. With martial arts, can I make one unarmed attack? It's as a bonus action.
As a
right?
bonus action, you can turn it into 2, or you can dodge, or do it.
Right, but key point to do 2.
Yep.
All right, so I'm going to dodge.
Okay, go ahead.
So
I already turned it on.
Thank you.
Yep. Alrighty, she is going to. So that's your turn. What'd you do with your bonus action? Sorry.
Dodge.
Alrighty. Yeah. So they are going to get up right next to you. Well, you're already next to them, and they are going to make 2 attacks with their action at disadvantage. That will miss. 13 to hit. That'll miss, right?
Miss.
And second attack, disadvantage. That'll miss. So.
Yeah. Fun.
Very interesting. And then with her bonus, she will also dodge.
It's like, I see you've learned well.
So have you.
And then I am going to say, just for flavor, I'm going to say Angry Crow takes flight, and I'm going to leap into the air, and I'm going to try to dive down on her.
Alrighty.
So, I do not have advantage on this one, though.
No, you have disadvantage.
I have disadvantage. Because she's
Dodging.
dodging. I don't think there's anything I can do to make that better. That would be. That would be a 16 on the attack.
That'll miss.
Okay.
So
Yep. And then I will again enter the dodge stance.
okay, that's a key point.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've spent one. I'm gonna hold on to it.
What are you going to do with your bonus action?
I'm going to disengage. I'm going to move 45 feet away.
As you disengage, her sentinel feat allows her to still take an attack. She's going to take an attack at disadvantage. That'll miss. So.
And I'm just like, oh! Like I do the crouching tiger.
You're like, that's never happened before.
Yep. And leap straight back, no emotion on the face, and I'll block it.
Alrighty.
Okay. I'm now 45 feet away.
Oh no. So, she is going to.
Why don't I have popcorn?
So she's like very interesting
I want to
technique.
manifest.
And she begins to run forward, and you see her. She mutters something, and she jumps very, very high.
Yep.
And she comes because she's now bearing down on you.
Higher than me.
Yeah. Where are you right now?
45 feet away from her.
Okay, so that was a turn. You dodged, but you didn't declare a dodge last time, so your dodge is gone, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Okay, so she's gonna make an attack roll against you. That'll be just a straight roll. Natural one misses, so and then she'll spend a key point. That'll miss. So she's like, she's like, very well, and then she comes bearing down on you with like two, and lands next to you.
Is she dodging again?
No.
Okay. I'm going to. So I've spent one key point. I have 2 left. I'm going to cast. I'm just going to make a straight up attack roll on her. Wait a minute. Do that. Yes. I'm just going to make a straight attack roll on her.
Sure.
And then.
You don't have advantage.
Correct. I don't. That will be a 22.
That will hit.
Damn.
Yeah. He's rolling very well.
That will be 5 points of damage.
All right.
And then I'm going to. This is going to sound. I don't want to spend an extra key point. Why do I have second attack written on here as a bonus action?
If Flurry of Blows is 2 attacks as a bonus action, regular martial arts is your martial arts.
Okay, I'm just going to do that as a bonus
go ahead.
action. Yep, make a second attack roll. Apologies. I haven't done that in a while. That is a 20.
20 will miss, actually. So as you go to attack, she summons up a shield of energy.
I'm like, impressive.
She will now attack you with her 2 attacks from her extra attack feature. Oh, and then that'll be so that was 15 originally, and then that'll be a 2. So 23 to hit.
That one finally hit.
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Which I get advantage.
No.
Nope.
On checks.
Ability checks, yeah.
Oh, this is gonna suck.
Hang on. Did it?
Yeah,
Enhanceability
that's how
works on checks,
enhanceability
not
works.
saves.
Take 6 points of damage.
Nat 1.
Oh, so you and you're like, and you are stunned. She gives you a little wink. She's gonna make 2 more attacks on you
With advantage?
With advantage because you're stunned.
How much damage?
Hit or no, without 1 hit. 6 points of damage, and then hit.
So I'll yell out to Justice
10.
that, hey, you should dodge those.
So you take 18 more points of damage from 2 attacks. She's going to spend a key point, and she would like to know your lowest saving throw modifier, please.
One moment.
I thought so.
Lowest saving throw modifier is
I love
a
this.
strength. -1.
I had a feeling.
She nods.
She learns
You are
something.
stunned. It is now her turn. So you stunned, you just lose your turn.
Okay.
It is now her turn. She's going to hit you 2 more times. It'll be attack 1 and 2. Well, no, I should roll, but 16 to hit.
That just hits.
Okay. That'll be so that's both attacks though. So yeah, can't retroactively. And then I am going to need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Oh.
That is a 18.
All right. So she does no damage to you. The 18 you save. Yeah. And you can feel like your mouth start to tense up, and then you shake it off. And then as a dodge, she Tiring, are you?
I do not tire. I'm going to cast darkness on her. I'm going to cast darkness, I should say. I'm going to use, that's a standard action. I'm going to use a bonus action to quaff a potion really quick.
No. It's a spar.
Oh, it is a spar. You're right. Yeah, that's cheating. All right, fine. I don't spar very often. I'm going to use that
stab her and drink a potion.
from the darkness with the thing. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to try to hide.
Okay.
So
bonus action hide. Go.
Bonus action hide. And
so that's 2 key points. You should be out of key points now.
I am out of key points now. Yep. That is a 25 to the stealth check.
Alrighty. So, as an action, she's going to...
As I'm like cheating, I just like sneak out of the tower in the middle of the sparring.
She doesn't find you because she is just going to...
She's gonna wreck your life
out of the tower.
Are you standing next to her still?
No, I would have.
Okay, so she's just going to jet out of the darkness and she leaves it.
Oh, well, I can probably hear her going.
Yep.
Right. So, is that her thing? I'm guessing.
Yep, that's her turn.
I'm going to try to. Is there like bookshelves and stuff that I can climb?
Huh?
Are there bookshelves around?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna leap out of the darkness at her. But do I get advantage because she doesn't know where I'm at?
No, it's flat roll. You don't know where she is. You can't see through magical darkness.
I didn't know if I could like perceive from hearing.
No.
Okay. So just to make it thematic, I come like leaping out of the darkness at her.
Sure.
Ah. Oh man, that's only a 16 to the attack roll.
Miss. So she.
And so I'm going to use my bonus action to what would you call it? Attack again, because I know I'm almost out. That is a 22.
That'll hit.
Actually, I think that's a 24. Actually,
rolling
24.
really hot.
Yeah.
Yeah. No sneak attack on that, so that would just be that plus that. So that is for 7 points of damage.
Alrighty. More than adequate, she says. She'll make one attack roll against you. 18 to hit.
That's gonna hit.
Alright, make a Constitution saving throw, please.
I'm going down soon.
And then
that is 7.
Oh no!
Yeah, 16 to hit. And then 2 more attacks.
How much damage?
19, hold on.
Oh no.
19, 18. So all 4 hit. So
all 4 hit.
12, 19.
Oh Jesus.
You asked for this.
No, it's fine. I never asked.
40 points of damage from 4 attacks.
How much?
40 points of damage from 4 attacks. Not all at once, though. It passes out.
Yeah,
so I drop. So she goes, whoo! So you stun, and she's.
Yep. Darkness takes me.
And then you're quickly brought back up.
And I say,
Very exciting. Thank you for visiting the Obfuscate Spire, and that was the most enjoyable match.
thank you very much. Next time I visit.
You were more than impressive. Yes, they smiled. She smiled.
You as well.
Aww.
I see why they made you the mistress of the mists.
Oh, I am much more long in the tooth. You have only been alive. By the time you are my age, you will have surpassed me. You are very talented.
Thank you, Naz.
Thank you,
Next time I visit, would you like to spar again?
I would.
Then we will.
Thank you.
Aww.
Friendship.
With that, we are going to take a break.
Woo!
Okay, so we're gonna check all the chat.
Yeah, we're going to say hi to
Yeah.
chat.
You wanna pull it up so we can all read it?
Yeah, one second.
Man.
That's funny.
Oh, I don't know how to.
I just come out from
Keep
the darkness.
finding monk masters to.
How do
Okay, so we want the
Yeah.
setting like the street, this thing like this, and then Twitch. I'll pull up the dashboard, I guess, like so.
Yeah.
Hello, chat. Hi. It's gonna be delayed up
This
there.
Just. Oh, this chat.
They wanted you to
dead,
grapple.
Dead chat.
Yeah.
Tins.
That's
Should've grappled it.
Holy shot! He cast darkness. Grapple? I can't grapple.
Combat
You can
music is a
grapple.
bit
Yeah.
I can't. Oh, I'm weak. I'm very weak.
Yeah.
Acrobatics check.
We turned it on, yeah.
Oh, we turned it down. Awesome.
Yep. We are about to take a break, guys, but we thought we'd say hi. I'm just gonna read through the chat here a little bit.
Just catching up.
Yep.
Huh. Sous vide or death?
Sous vide, yeah.
Sous vide.
Or death. That's my
Sous vide.
fetish. That's really funny.
Stay out of all the things.
Blinded by the light.
Look at the memes.
I know.
This is funny.
There's Carl.
Dat screech dough.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Stab all the things. Well, Justice sure tried.
That's funny. Where does it say stab all the things? Oh, they're at the
very
bottom.
Because my stuff's in the way.
Darkness.
You can't make it any larger.
Wonderful.
We hope you're all enjoying it.
Yeah.
Bit of a slower paced episode, not all the craziness that's going on, but this is D&D. We're all having a good time. When we return, we'll continue our little romp in the obfuscate spire and see what comes of the dinner that you guys are all eating on.
Perfect.
Thank you all for tuning in, and yeah,
Hold on.
we're back. I don't know why I did it like this.
Oh, hey, look at that.
It's just me. I just want to give a special shout out to everyone who's active in chat. Judge Dredd, Osis, I saw Nick, I forget what your screen name is, and Tracy. I saw you all out there. Thank you for so much. Helps us move along. Thank you for coming in and tuning in. So let's get back to the story.
Did we have a birthday shout out?
Who was it? No, that was like a week ago. I went to our party.
Okay. Alright. I guess not.
Happy birthday, Carly.
Elated.
Okay, so you guys had just sparred at the Obfuscate Spire. You're getting patched up. You can take a short rest if you'd like.
Sure.
You were doing some research. So,
I was.
roll me history with advantage.
Ooh.
On
Let's
the
use
dragon.
these two dice. Alrighty, so history.
Yep.
18, please.
All right. So this is a complex topic. So the gist of dragons. Dragons are believed in Gish culture and abroad to be the source of magic. They were created long before humans and are seen in both. You are both supposed to be afraid of them and to worship them, yada yada yada. And they're seen as a source of magic. Many of them are seen as protectors of humanity, civilization, and creation, and others are seen as bad omens and sources of destruction. As far as lineage, are you looking specifically around here?
I was looking specifically for Eurisidril.
Yeah.
and,
Eurisidril was a green dragon.
Visora.
Yeah. And she has many, many children. Most green dragons descend from her, they would claim.
And where was she from originally?
Draska, in the Uri Mountains, where she was and lived for many years. And all those hundreds and thousands of years ago, when Modru started to conquer the world, he arrived at the Uris and wed Eurisidril. She wed to save her country, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So Visora, there's no mention of her. Green dragons are incredibly reclusive and sneaky. And they're tricksters, yeah. And there's not a lot of written about them.
Okay.
Eurisidril is the most famous, and that's an exception.
Okay.
Yeah. So this Visora, there's no mention.
So just that she has a number of...
Yeah, number of children. A lot of them are dead. Green dragons are usually hunted down when they are found and that kind of thing.
Okay, because they are tricksters, so therefore a slightly negative connotation,
Yep.
but don't necessarily have to be that way.
No, in Edda, dragons don't have to be evil of that scale. It's just green dragons tend to end up there.
Got it.
They just tend to. I mean, it's just...
Okay, so she's famous because of her selfless act, but pretty much...
That's how some people would put it, a selfless act. She's also vilified. In modern mainstream culture, she's vilified. Eurisidril. She was the wife of Modru. She's an evil sorceress.
Fair enough.
Yep.
Okay.
Misunderstood.
And then if I have any time left, I would have skimmed the major dragons of Gish. If ones that I know, I would have gone faster through. Ones that I don't
The Dragon of Cragmandu, the Siren of the Peaks. I would say you learn of the Dragon of the Alabaster Spire.
Okay.
In Mercinia. Alrighty, you bet. Oh, and you also learned Spyrock, the capital of Stone Marsh, doesn't have a dragon.
Capital of the Stone Marsh.
The Creightons.
Yep.
They don't have a dragon.
And Spyrock is their tower?
Yeah, it's their town. It's called Spyrock because of their spire, yeah. They don't have a dragon. I want to take this down now.
Seems like a thing.
Oh, yeah.
Makes me dislike the Creightons just a little bit more.
Creightons. It's alright. Crikey.
Croutons?
Croutons?
The croutons?
You guys finish your...
No, we're never going back.
You finish your research in the Obfuscate Spire. What would you wish to do?
What time is it?
I
We've
haven't
spent
done my
hours.
research.
Okay, did you want to research something? What would you like to
I
research?
was just waiting for my turn.
That's fine.
Anything more that I can learn about either the Baron Le Fay or the whole cold unending sort of thing? If there's anything new here that I can't.
Go ahead and roll history with advantage to see what turns up. You rolled pretty well last time. I'm trying to think if there's anything more you could eke out.
22.
You get a lot of the same stuff. The Baron Le Fay was, humanoid turned archfey. She's the most loyal and powerful servant of Queen Mab. Queen Mab is often associated with, her symbol is often associated with the cerulean eye. She is also known in other circles as Mother Night, the oldest goddess of magic. Some would say. Older than the serpent, some would say. And the cerulean eye, which is a holdover in the tranquil chamber, is their symbol, and it is the symbol of Mother Night. Not to say they worship her, just a symbol holdover.
Okay.
So, that's where that is.
Okay.
And so, where else would you like to go, guys? Is there any shopping you'd like to do, or do you want to go to dinner, or what else?
What time is it when we leave?
I would say you guys got a pretty early start. I'd say 2 or 3 p.m. right now, 2 p.m.
I probably need on the way back for dinner. I'll probably pick up a couple of health potions.
Okay, so you want to go to Elder Secrets, the potion shop?
Yeah, probably. Whatever
Elder
potion shop is on the way back.
What's,
Whatever one Gilly recommends.
Yeah, Elder Secrets.
What area is that in?
It doesn't matter. No, it's in. It is in Mothios.
Oh, look at that. We're going back to Maltheus.
If you're like, how am I supposed to know?
I think the god of the universe.
And what's it called again?
Elder Secrets.
That's right.
So you guys gonna go to Elder Secrets?
Yes.
Does anyone want to go to the weapon shop or the bakery? The meat lane?
No.
I might go to the bakery, but that's about.
Alright. So.
But.
You guys approach Elder Secrets, and what it is, and Gilly, I haven't been here in a while, I don't know what it's like, that kind of thing. And, a large, old and ancient knotted tree, fat on the base, large and imposing, that is on the cliff of this peak that you guys approach. It seems the roots grow into the side of this mountain. It comes up, huge, thick branches, and it is actually an apple tree. A weird kind of mix between an apple tree and a willow. Like its willows hang down, and then at the end of the willow are these blood red apples. A wrought iron fence surrounds the tree and only gives way for a single entrance. Within, at the base of this tree, within the fence, guarding the apples, the blood apples you would presume, are giant crocodiles. And they're just sitting in this little pool. You can barely see them, but you're like, Jesus Christ. So there's like a moat surrounding this tree, and then there's crocodiles. And you're just like...
Can I write down crocodile now?
Yep, you can. You can write down crocodile. You'd never get here, but giant crocodiles. But you could polymorph into a giant crocodile now when you get there. Yeah. So, Elder Secrets is the sign etched in above, and you can go down into the shop. All right.
Are we permitted to pick the apples? No.
Hello?
Yeah, figure.
Wrought iron fins, crocodile guards,
Can we pick that? No, these are currents.
I'm just making sure that I know what I'm. I know to
Flying boots.
stop people from it.
You survived the attempt.
They're by gate, you couldn't even reach
Yeah.
if you tried. So, going to Elder Secrets?
Sure.
Absolutely.
All right. The
Do I know which family runs this?
No, you don't.
Okay.
The pungent smell of, as you enter this tree and go down. Why is it? Wait.
I'm looking
Hold
over
on.
here like I'm waiting for.
What view is that?
This is just roll 20.
Okay, I just want to make sure you guys are on mine.
Yeah, no, that's Firefox.
The pungent smell of fungus and flowers, and I hate the smell of flowers. By the way, I don't know if this is common, but I hate the smell of flowers. So
Never buy
the
that
putrid
flowers.
smell of flowers immediately, and I'm sorry, this is just how I feel. The putrid smell of flowers and all sorts of manner of flora greet your nostrils. I know, but I'm serious. It's true.
My smell holes.
Don't ever buy Greet your nostrils. Dimly lit is this room. There are workbenches and pots and potions that line the walls. There are books in the far off shelf, and there's a massive wooden table that sits in the middle. It has all sorts of vials and laboratory equipment. There is a large stone cauldron in the back that sits next to another table, which has an open book and some arcane runes and things like that. Sitting there on the massive desk is a pretty tall woman in a green cloak. Large hands, tall, and her back is kind of curved. Didn't realize I had company. And her long hand with almost these claw-like fingernails move. And there's a ding, 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 and the Elder Secrets lights up. Better for your eyes? Come in.
The previous illumination was fine for me.
Yeah, I can see in the dark pretty well, so it was okay.
I appreciate it, thank you.
Come for some potions.
Do I recognize what she is?
She's a woman.
Oh,
I'm such a shit. Roll.
I'm wondering the same.
Roll perception.
Does this strike any of my funny bones?
23.
Okay.
She's a woman. She's hunched over. Perception of 23, right? Yeah. She's a hunched over woman with a hunch in her back, and has probably spent her life over a cauldron brewing potions.
And she just has a really long fingernail?
Yeah. Like she's used to kind of scratch and stuff. Yeah. She's not like crazy long claws, but just like
She's got man hand.
Obvious hag.
Right.
She kind of looks up, peering behind a crooked nose, the boil. Ah, Miss O'Shea. So good to see you. Come in. What? And she hunches over. You can see she's probably really tall. She stood up to her full height, and probably over 6.5 feet tall.
Wow.
She's like, she looms over you as she bends down. She's like, do you need any pustules? Witch's brew. Things to make someone love you.
I need 2 healing potions and then 2 greater healing potions.
Boring! And she flies over. 50 gold each for the healing potions, 150 for the greater.
Got it. So
Each.
450 total.
Yeah. No.
400.
Yeah.
400.
400 total.
Sorry.
How's math work again?
Yeah.
Well,
I don't have that many fingers.
common core, so you round up to 400 and then...
Carry the 10.
Yeah.
How about you, dearie? I've got something special for you.
Oh, really? Do I know her?
No.
Okay. But she knows who I am.
Auntie Grelda's got just the thing for you.
I like Grelda.
Auntie Grelda.
Ah.
Oh boy, that's not gonna bite me in the ass later or
I
anything.
haven't seen you since you were a wee little lass. When your mother brought you in here all those years ago to get a potion.
Oh, really?
I think you would benefit from... She pulls out a beautiful vial of... A single beautiful vial of brilliant red liquid, hot red. It has almost a pink tinge to it along the... And she hands it to you. There you go.
Oh, what is it and how much is it?
No price for you.
Oh, really?
No, this will help you. Just spritz it on your form. It'll help you survive.
Oh,
Put Bella's body mist. Sorry, it's not a. I don't know what you call it. It's a perfume bottle.
Axe body spray.
Bella's body mist, Faith. And I would like to thank
Bella's body
RPG
mist?
Tunes for the wonderful handout. Thank you, RPG Tunes.
Bella's body mist.
Mm-hmm. There you go, Dot. Jeez.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Hunches over. Goes over to you.
No.
You're one of us. I can see. A woman of the wild areas.
So is there druidic?
There's some druidic. It's kind of old and a dialect you're not used to, but there's druidic.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you need a potion? I'll have to charge you, I'm afraid.
I would expect no less in this world.
Unfortunately, I can only give out so much. I'm hoping to retire.
Those days are always looked forward to.
Yeah?
We're going on a business sale.
Mind reading? Emotion reading? I don't know if there would be more of that in this world. Mind reading,
Yes,
of
a
course.
potion of detect thoughts. I can get that for you.
And are there potions for...
Potion of detect thoughts is 300 gold.
And then is there any potions to detect, like, good and evil?
I'm afraid not. That particular power belongs to the Guardians of Faith and the Knights of Palladium. Paladins.
And, like...
There's protection from good and evil, but that only works on very specific types of creature at a time.
Yeah. Fair enough. So I will gladly take a potion of detect thoughts.
All right, 300 gold.
Thank you.
Golden scrolls, as it were. Just trying to hone it in a bit for the...
Ooh. Does she have a potion of mind control for humans?
No.
Oh,
Good God.
Edging into some dark territory there. Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to make sure she's centered
Yeah, that's good.
for the stream. Yeah. Okay, that's good enough.
So that's pretty
So
good.
we'll change that to a 1. Perfect.
Change it when we go to the action tracker.
Hello, Grilda.
Yes.
I could not help but notice the apples growing outside of your establishment.
My special bake. Would you like one?
Well, I do not normally eat, but I was curious what's so special about them.
They restore you to life and cure you of ailments. Well, not from death, but they give you a great deal of healing.
So, they have restorative properties.
They do.
How effective would you say one is in comparison to common magic?
Far, far more effective. They're 1,500 gold pieces.
Oh, that is quite steep. They would ensure your retirement, I'm sure.
I don't sell them to just anyone, but I like you. You've got a nice face.
He doesn't know how to respond to that, so he just says, "Unfortunately, I could not afford one with my current coin.
Understandable.
How much are they?
1,500.
Somehow.
They're hardcore."
Once picked,
Stuff
how long
outside.
do they last?
They last until consumed. And she pulls one out. No eating. She just lets you touch it. Unlike an apple with its kind of firm, it almost has a gelatin feel to it.
Oh my god.
Coagulated.
Oh.
It just sounds like you're fingering mayonnaise.
Why?
Just illustrative for the people at home so they can imagine it.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Oh, great. We're gonna have a jar of mayonnaise,
Yeah.
aren't we?
I'm looking at my sleight of hand. I'm kidding. I'll give it back
Wow.
to
She
her.
grabs the claw.
Very impressive.
Oh man, you just want to fight everyone.
We got her. She's just an old lady.
Yeah, no problem. Nothing else.
Yep. That's
If there's nothing else.
Do you have anything that does more harm than good? Or, actually, I'll show her the ingredients list that I had from the tower. I had taken down an ingredients list for certain poisons.
Yeah, she does. She pulls out. I have poison of the purple worm, 1,200 gold.
Do you have any of the constituent parts? I'm looking to assemble them myself. Some bespoke
I can
poisons.
give you the constituent parts for 600 gold. It's a single use.
Maybe I will instead try to forge them within the wilds myself.
Good luck, you have to kill a purple worm.
Well, we're on our way.
Wasn't that what Busy used?
She used an ingested, but yeah, it was similar. Same damage, 70-10 or whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
600 gold.
She spent her life savings on it.
Basically, you can
Yeah.
acquire, like, were you looking for inhaled injury? What?
Anything. I was just, I don't have like a list. I just remember I got some different ingredients I was going to keep
You
an
can
eye
get
out for.
some parts for the drow poison for 100 gold.
Okay.
Um,
What is the effect of drow poison?
I don't know.
I can look it up really quick.
DC 13 Constitution saving throw would be poisoned for an hour. Sales by 5 or more, they go unconscious while poisoned. This way. 200 gold usually, but you can get the parts for 100 and then make it yourself.
Okay. I'll try that.
Okay. It's pretty good.
Thank you.
Yes, it's not drow poison, but it's
Yeah, it's different.
it's night poison, whatever.
the nightshade.
Yeah, essence of nightshade. Essence. Anything else I can get you, dearies?
That is it for me.
I think that's
I got
about
what
it
I
for
can.
today.
Okay.
May or may not be back, but
I have a feeling you will be.
I probably will.
Bye.
Goodbye, Grelda. Very
And the
nice
li-
to see you again.
The lights dim as you guys you leave. Anything else, folks?
So, does that happen frequently? You're given gifts from merchants?
Does it? No. It's a little off-putting, but I didn't want to be impolite and refuse it.
She seemed nice.
It reminds me, out of character, it reminds me like if your grandma would give you like a thing for Christmas, like, oh, here's some Axe body spray. You're like, Grandma, I really don't want to put this up, but you don't want to make her upset.
It'll protect you by keeping everyone else away from you.
Exactly. Are you going to put it on?
Not right now. I don't know what it does. First of all,
Maybe Sovellias can help you determine.
but also
what
I
it does.
don't know if it's a single-use item or something
Single
like
use.
that. Single use.
That's actually a good question.
Assume the
Use
god already
identify and
gets-
take 10 minutes. Can I figure out what it does?
Yep. It's not a particularly powerful magic item, but yeah. It's actually pretty
It's the
powerful.
wrong stream for many gifts.
Yeah.
It has 5 uses.
Oh, wow.
Oh wow!
So yeah,
It
I can help
attracts-
you figure
So-
out what it does.
Bella's body mist, essence of faith. You can do this on
I
your
can
way
just
back.
taste it,
Yeah,
right?
so
wherever.
identify.
I can just taste
No,
it.
the potions are taste. This is a whole nother,
not.
yeah.
Ooh.
For 1 hour, you can subtract, whenever you take damage, you subtract 1d4 damage.
Nice.
It's really strong, actually.
That's really nice.
It's deceptively strong. You
Yeah,
don't think
wow.
You have like up to like
an
a
extra
D4
d4
damage
hit points
reduction.
every time
Yeah.
you take damage. It's crazy, yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
For an hour. Yeah.
So each time
For an
I
hour.
take,
Sorry, for 1 minute. Sorry.
for 1 minute,
Yeah, 1
Oh.
minute.
each
Basically
time
per-
I
yeah,
take
sorry.
damage,
Fight.
I can reduce
Yeah, but
it.
still, it's crazy good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Every time you take damage for that 1 minute, you will absorb 1d4. It's an action to apply it, though. It's not a potion.
Yeah.
Action to apply. Reduce all incoming damage by 1d4. Bella's body mist.
Really cool. It attracts sick cats. Awesome.
I mean, that's, if it's not cursed or anything.
Why would it be?
Yeah, why would
Yeah,
it be?
she seemed
So,
upsetting.
any other places you'd like to go? Would you like to return and get ready for dinner? What would you like to do?
On the way back, I'll mentally ask Mrs. Kilgast if she got what she needed from the tower.
More than you could imagine.
Good lord.
I'm glad that it was fruitful.
Incredibly.
Oh no!
She's so intense!
There are mysteries in that tower that have not seen the light of day. And I plan on using them.
Oh shit!
Will they benefit me in my quest?
Yes.
Insight check.
Roll insight.
Good luck. God bless.
No. And then those cocked, and then she'll roll. Yeah. 27. So, yeah, it's hard to read.
I believe her implicitly. She wouldn't lie to me.
True.
I'm kidding. I'm probably very.
So, you guys make your way back to Manor Street. Did you want to stop at the bakery? Real quick. That's up to you.
What time is it?
It's time to head back or time to stop at the bakery. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll just pop into the bakery.
Alrighty.
Which section is the bakery?
Ray's right. It's right around here. Doesn't matter.
It's
Sorry,
like a carbon
shouldn't
copy
be-
of the last place that we were in. Hello.
I only had one shop ready, guys.
You should smell of bacon bread. Have I mentioned that I hate the smell of bacon bread?
She comes around and she's wearing like the baker's
It's just the back of the
Sorry, I don't mean to be impatient. So, you visit I believe the bakery is in, it's not in Mothios, it is actually in Mill Street. No, it's in Margate. It's in the market.
Oh,
That would
So-
make sense.
maybe wandering around there would be something we do tomorrow.
Let's just go to the bakery.
Okay,
So, you already said it, so.
that's fine.
So, you go to the bakery, and from behind the counter there, you kind of come around the counter, a woman with gentle blonde hair, elven features, is sitting, and she goes, "Oh, hello!
Hello.
Oh, it's so good." Accents. It's so nice to see ya. Come on in. I'm just putting away the some of the stuff, but I got some stuff open for you. I'm about to close. And she wheels out, and she's in a wheelchair, and she just says, "Come on in. I've still got some freshly baked stuff sitting here. Just come on in."
Wonderful.
I'm just taking in the.
What'd you want?
Would I would know essentially what each of my siblings' like favorite little
Yeah.
things are.
Yeah.
Just one for each, and then something for Mom and Ma.
She gets you bear claw. It's a decent spread of assortments. She gets you some things less sweet, a bear claw, things like that. Some just good bread to break tonight, things like that. And she brings you out a very lovely cinnamon swirl loaf. She's like, "This is my special recipe. Please give it to your mama. Send her my best."
I will. I will.
This is.
What is that voice?
Oh wait!
I do declare.
Oh, someone did.
He swell to
And
it.
as she's kind of putting everything there, she kind of keeps glancing over to you. She's like, "Oh, my liege, you want me visiting my humble little store?"
It is a very nice
She
store.
gives you a subtle bow in her wheelchair.
I'll return it.
Thank you for visiting me. Is there anything I can get for you? We have no elven sweets here. You know they don't grow in this climate.
I understand.
Oh, the fruit necessary.
What would... I'll take your suggestion. What would you suggest?
My cinnamon loaf. It's my specialty. Lightly sweet.
I will take one then.
Good. Pair good with some almond butter. And she sets it a nice good she basically a tub of cup of almond butter. She puts it in a bag. No charge now. There you go.
I'll give her a gold anyway.
Oh, thank you, my liege. She pockets it away.
Wonderful.
Anything? Did you need anything else? I'm about to close up shop.
Did either of you want anything? It's on me.
Is she just a straight baker, or would she have like preservation magic that would like?
No, she's a baker. She's no magic. Yeah.
Straight back.
She might have like a cantrip. Yeah.
Okay.
Prestidigitation for flavoring stuff up.
Yeah. I'm sure we will visit you again on our way out.
All right. Y'all have a nice day. Come back. Come see old Pat. Old Pat.
I'm picturing what was the one who always bakes with butter? What's
Paula
that?
Deen.
Pauladine.
Pauladine.
Yeah.
No,
X-ray on the
No,
ED.
let's not.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I pass her a couple gold or whatever it would be.
thank you. A gold would be
A gold,
more than
yeah.
enough. Thank you. I just might retire early going on this.
So as we leave the shop,
Yeah.
I'll catch him kind of at the back of
Okay.
the group. You had talked about a language that you have that leaves notes for people. Have you seen any of that as we've gone through the districts?
Oh, I've been so distracted I hadn't thought to look. I'll look out and see is there any thieves' camp laying around? Laying around.
Guys are in the
Laying-
market.
just laying
Nothing
around.
that there's always some general thieves. There's nothing distinct here.
Nothing out of the ordinary, but there was some around, just indicating movement of guards and areas to avoid and whatnot.
Do
Areas
you,
to pillage.
do you know where the house is in this town?
I do not know if there is a dedicated house in this town. I've never visited here before, but I could do some research into that.
Just keep an eye out as we travel.
Of course, I was. My mind was elsewhere. Thank you for the reminder.
You're pretty sure there's no Whisper House in the Glide.
Got it.
In Bridgeton. Not
I
sure.
would be surprised if there was one here, but there might be some kind of splinter cell.
Keep an eye out. I don't know what, if there isn't a house here, I don't know what, the Son of Storms is doing, or how he manages his people, if they're using potentially your language or mine.
Oh, understood. Well, maybe it would seem that your group has this town on lockdown, as it were. Maybe they would have some additional information.
Oh, I plan to ask.
Good thought. Spy stuff. Doing some spy stuff. Gonna do a montage and teach you how to spy read. If I teach her all wrong, it's just like gibberish.
She gains a negative level in Rogue.
Yeah. You could never learn Rogue.
Master, teach you how
2
to
levels.
spy.
Oh boy.
Like, I show her, like,
So, you guys make your way back to O'Shea Manor. That was a nice little exchange. Sorry, I was bookkeeping. You make your way back to O'Shea Manor just in time to get ready for dinner, most of you. And yeah, so what do you wish to do? Just get ready for dinner?
it's a bit tight. He's gonna roll to see how long it takes to get ready.
Only 1 hour.
Okay.
Oh, look at that.
Dinner will be served at, it's a late dinner because it's, they're waiting about 7:30 or 8.
So, how much time do you think we have from when we get back to dinner?
About 45 minutes, an hour to prepare.
Okay.
I'm gonna find me mom.
Okay.
Is she around?
Mafanwe, the Lady of the Meadows, she is around. She's in her study. You ask around and Pluth chose you. Yeah. Come in.
Mom,
Yes.
can we have a brief little chat about a couple things before dinner?
Of course, go ahead.
Well, I think before our dinner guests arrive, I should know a bit more about what you seem to know about them that I don't.
Oh, Gilly. There are things I can't tell you.
Well, why not? What sort of things?
Gilly, I can't tell you.
That doesn't make me feel very great. You're making me worry.
I'm sorry.
Is everything okay?
Everything's not okay. Things are terrible. But I cannot tell you any more than you know.
You can't tell me. But I can guess. There's nothing stopping me from saying certain things and you responding.
I can't. Gilly, don't push it any further. I don't want. Terrible things could happen. I cannot say anything.
But I shouldn't trust Morgan.
Never said that.
No, you didn't say it. But other things have implied it.
Just get ready for dinner. We'll talk about this after dinner. Let's just make it through this godforsaken dinner.
Oh, okay.
It's Taco Tuesday. She really does not like Taco Tuesday.
They always bring in fresh cut flowers on Taco Tuesday too.
Yeah, fresh cut. All of my NPCs hate flowers. I can't stand the smell. I'm sorry. I can't. I know. People think it's. I think they're repulsive. All right.
Every
I always
time we
have.
make Matt angry, we have to send him flowers.
Oh, I hate the smell of flowers.
We'll send you dead flowers. How's that?
Yeah, that'd be
I'm sorry that we put flowers on our porch.
Yeah, sins for
our
which
bad.
you will pay. Yeah, I can't stand the smell.
Half of them are fruit.
I can't
And
stand
the
it.
others are herbs.
They are fruit, yeah.
Herb.
All right, so you guys get ready for dinner. Y'all are sitting down, getting ready to sit down, and dong dong, whatever, knock at the door, and Master Pluth, no, the invisible servant will open the door. And there is Corwin and Corn, and Morgan. Faylene and Mafanwe are at the door, and whenever they look, they're happy to see their pet children. You guys are all kind of in the parlor, drinking, getting ready to set it out for dinner. You have a clear view of the scene in the foyer. Whenever Mafanwe and Faylene see Morgan, you see their expressions just drop. Mafanwe says, "This must be Morgan," and Corwin's like, Corwin's just like all bright-eyed and goes, "Yeah, this is Morgan, Ma," and thought you might not be able to make it. She just stares at Morgan. I cleared my schedule. I wanted to be here. Great. Shall we start dinner? And Corwin and Corn both look at each other like they look
I
over
just
you.
run up and hug them.
Oh yes.
Kind of pull them away. Look, I bought you something.
What the fuck is wrong with Mom and Ma?
I don't know, but don't talk about it right now. Let's just try and make things as pleasant as possible.
You guys sit down to dinner with your drinks and such in hand.
Are the kids around with us at dinner
Nope.
too? No, it's just
Corwin,
the adults.
Corwin and Corin are.
Yeah.
Every other one is going to be away.
Okay.
I would have given
Just the
the
adults.
sweets to be for them
Yeah.
for after dinner.
After, are you going to give them to after? You going to trust the kids with sweets? They're going to eat them.
No, like Master Pluth or whoever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So,
or an unseen servant or something.
Yeah. So, you guys sit down to dinner, and dead silence at the table. Everyone's just like shoveling food in their mouth. Morgan's just like standing there. Like you can see, Morgan seems to be kind of happy, eager. I don't know, she's just kind of looking around. You guys made it out okay? I heard what had happened.
Yes, it was quite harrowing.
It was a bit of an ordeal getting out of the mists, but getting our way back onto the path.
But on the upside, we got to explore the mists. So there is that.
Yeah.
It wasn't really an upside.
I don't know. When is the next time you're gonna see a Tyrannosaurus Rex dinosaur monstrosity?
An undead one.
Covered in mushrooms, yeah.
It wasn't living.
Hopefully never again.
Well, too bad it wasn't living animal.
That's quite the ordeal, Morgan
It'd be
says.
fun. Learned something new. Didn't realize they were a thing.
We had some of our entourage come by and get us off there, and well, I got it now. We got off the train, lickety split, got up there before the whole scene, and made our way home, and made our way to Bridgeton. Been seeing the locals ever since, the local scene, some pop-up concerts and things like that. Things I had hoped that we'd do together, but maybe we can squeeze one more in.
Well, you still have your concert.
And whenever she says squeeze one more in, there's a fork. And there's dead silence at the table.
Can I perceive where the fork came from?
And it just seemed to fly across the table. The finally says, "Sorry, the enchantments must be out of whack. I'll see to them later." Morgan just looks down at her food.
Magical forks.
Ma, this is really good. This is a new recipe.
No, we've been making it every night this week for quite some time. It's not new at all. You used to have it when you were little.
Well,
Never
it's
mind.
Delicious.
This reminds me of home.
It's not really a compliment. I mean, sorry. It's not really a compliment. I mean, the magical forces in the kitchen did it.
Who programmed the magical forces in the kitchen?
She did. The fun ways I did. think it's rather nice. Yeah, it's real nice. Legendary for their hospitality. The O'Shea's are-
Justice is like in his element. This is great. Awkward silence. He's just sitting here quietly. Wonderful.
Can I run like a charisma check or something to see if I could try to break the tension?
You can roll a persuasion with disadvantage.
Oh, neat. Okay.
I'm trying to.
Choke
Does that help?
No,
Okay.
you are a detriment.
Yeah. Well,
That's
you
what my
know.
mom said.
6. Nope.
Yeah. So you attempt to speak up, you make things worse.
Tell a whale joke.
Yeah. You're like,
It's a
dad
dad
joke!
joke.
And you like try to make a dad joke, and both of the women, all three of the
Oh no!
women just look at you.
This is great.
We're trying to teach justice. I've
Oh.
got nothing.
This dinner needs a revivify.
So I'm gonna ask for whiskey neat after I fail at the dad joke.
Okay.
And just, whisper to the unseen servant that brings me the whiskey. Just keep the glass.
Okay, good enough.
Yeah.
I just wanted to try.
Something strong, but smooth, but strong.
Morgan speaks up.
Okay. I was just making spots.
Well, I for one would really enjoy it if you could all come to my concert. I can ensure you VIP tickets, of course, and I sure would just like that. And there's there's no camera on here. From the end of Mephanwith's side of the table, and the house starts to rattle, and the armors of suits.
Okay, well, this dinner was just lovely, and it's really a shame that you are in such a hurry.
Morgan goes, look, shoots an eye, and you can see Morgan get more serious. She's like, don't do anything rash, darling. You should know better. You should know better. Get the hell out of my house! Morgan just stands up. It's nice to meet you, or it's nice to see you. Talk to you later. Come to Falagan Lock. Don't you dare! Come to Falagan Lock. Meet me at the stone table. And if you're ready, I'll be there. And she runs. Glitch was there, shit.
Oh!
Yeah.
I was gonna
And Glitch,
say.
sorry, Glitch, he's like, Gilly, and they just run, they book it. Corwin and Corrin began to run, and 2 suits of armor stand in front of Corwin and Corrin. And finally you're staying at this house tonight. And Corrin stop dead in their tracks.
I wouldn't test that.
Corrin just back down. I'm sorry about dinner. But she should have known better. She gets up from the table, so does Phaelin, and they just leave. No, with suits of armor. And return to their position.
Is it not customary to invite someone to a concert?
Is there like a thing here? Like,
Well, there's clearly a thing. I don't know what the thing is. But there's clearly a thing, because I've never seen either me mom or me ma so rattled at dinner.
Well,
Or so inhospitable.
you guys said that dad jokes are something that is undesirable. Maybe that set them off.
yeah, I do.
I don't think that helped, but I don't think
Sure,
that
that
was the
was-
problem.
That was just the tip of the iceberg. Nothing.
Corwin and Corinne are still here, right?
They're still there.
What are their demeanors?
They're shocked, abide themselves, unsure of what to act out of, do.
I don't know. But clearly there's something. There's some sort of history there, and
You didn't know they knew Morgan?
I didn't either. It's news to me. I didn't know until I got here last night. And unfortunately, I'm not skilled enough to be able to get any sort of message to you ahead of time.
That, you see Corman kind of shoot you a look. That, carriage house where Ronan keeps all of his papers. Locked up good, isn't it? He looks over to Selena. And he just leaves the room.
So,
Insight check.
Go ahead and roll an insight check.
16, 17, 18.
What are you insight checking?
It's just being funny. Like,
Oh.
he was sending her a clear message. Go check the thing.
Corinne?
Yeah.
What do you think he's going to look for?
I don't think he's looking for anything. I think he's expecting you to.
what does he want us to look for?
I don't know. I don't know. He and Morgan have been having more side conversations.
What's been going on between the three of you?
We travel the world and party and look pretty for a living. What do you mean?
Well, clearly, Corwin has been spending a bit more time with her than you,
Mm-hmm.
and been learning some magics.
Yeah, she's powerful. She got us off that train.
Has she asked for anything in return?
She had Corwin do some stuff for him in some night town in Droska one time. Some sleepy little place in the northern parts. Yeah.
Has she been with the Son of Storms before? Have you ever seen them with the Son of Storms?
No storms, no suns. Nothing like that. I keep out of that stuff.
What sort of things did she ask Corwin to do for her?
There was just some mission. I remember we were all out and he skirted off and did some stuff, some reclamation, or we found some item or something. I don't know. But yeah, bit of skullduggery.
Things he might not want to tell Mum about, you think?
I mean, none of us want to give her a laundry list of everything we're up to. No.
Okay. But she's been treating you well.
Mort, she's a gem. She's a treasure. Mom and Boss started spending this money a little while back. She's been footing the bill. Yeah, she's filthy rich, Morgan. So she don't care. And we've been making money doing appearances and stuff like that. So
Okay.
So I'm gonna ask my mantle. Leave any major artifacts in the northern half of Droska?
wasn't me. Not it.
Anything I should be worried about?
Oh, there are many things in Droska. It is an old and ancient place. Large complexes housing great mysteries.
Places to explore?
Well, would you like me to check out the carriage house? I really like this museum.
Well, yeah, it's just
It's not bad.
Let me,
sorry,
Let me
nervous
go.
burper.
let me go, see if my parents are okay.
You check on your parents. We won't do anything rash.
You know, I believe that the apothecary makes creams for those.
Growled.
So I'm gonna go see where they are.
They're in the study arguing.
together.
Yeah.
Then the three of us are left.
Can I hear
Yeah.
anything
Oh,
before I go in?
It's muffled.
At the
Yeah.
table, yeah. Sovellias is just behind the bar with the
Family
There's
drama
one.
thing.
And
No,
then
thank you.
I go back, have a drink, then I head in.
Okay. The door opens in there. They just both look at you and
Well,
stop
I
talking.
knock and
Yeah.
such first.
You come in, they both stop and they just look at you.
So everything's clearly not okay. So I'm not going to ask that silly question. But, there's nothing you'd like to share with me about the situation?
We cannot tell you anything.
The two of you had promised to me a conversation. Does that have anything to do with this?
It has. It has everything to do with it. We made a mistake. We made a mistake. We cannot tell you. We are bound by a contract more powerful than anything. We cannot tell you. But that doesn't mean you can't go looking yourself.
Okay. I suppose you can't tell me where I shouldn't be looking.
Before you go, remember, was the war. We needed things to happen. And there were so many children on the streets after you were born. The orphanages were getting full. And all we wanted was to protect children. And I'm very sorry. We thought we could get out of it. We thought we found a loophole. And we were wrong. We were very wrong.
This is really bad, isn't it?
I can't say any more than that.
Well, while we're talking about things like this, when we were out, Grelda at Elder Secrets gave me this. She didn't ask for anything for it.
Well, finally throws out a hand. And no.
Do I get to ask about what that was?
Don't trust any of them.
Any of who?
Them. And she points to her cerulean eye. Go and roll history with advantage.
With a 3 and
What's your total?
2. Total would be 10. Do you
10 makes
three?
it. So the eye.
I do, but I was worth 3 and a 2. I mean,
The
it's
eye, another name for the eye of Mother Night that is worn around is also known as the Hag's Eye Cord.
Yeah, of course. Okay, that's going in though.
You really can't say anything more, Gilly. You may have already said too much.
So you never head home for the holidays.
So the stories that I've heard about certain beings and the dangers of gifts and
To stop. Contract is more clever than this. I really can't say anything more. Please, Kelly, just go find it out for yourself. But we can't help you. We won't stop you, but we cannot help you.
three of us, and I need the three of us. Well, I guess there's obviously some sort of danger, otherwise he wouldn't be this upset. So that's a stupid question too. Okay. Well, I will leave you to your business.
Alright. So you close this study doors.
Mark that right off of my sheet again.
You're processing everything you heard, everything you didn't hear. And what do you wish to do, Gilly?
I'm going to go back up here and say, well,
While you were gone,
okay.
I wanted to corner these two.
Okay.
I'm not easily cornered.
So that was interesting.
I do not know much about the dynamics of halflings. I'm assuming that is not normal.
No, far from it.
Usually halflings are pleasant. Elves, depends on the day. Humans, depends on the day. But halflings are almost always pleasant. Civil at the very least.
Well, they clearly had some kind of prior history of beef.
Morgan's young, supposedly.
Supposedly.
Do the O'Sheas just like elves? Oh wait.
No,
I don't think so.
not
They've
not
been treated
specifically. You see the chairs at the table is made for pretty every shape, size, height. Generally, halflings are pretty inclusive. You got a gift.
Well, potentially, well, that strikes me as one thing. At some point, Sovellias said I should have you check this thing for magic. See if it's,
Probably.
perhaps they dislike the fact that, Morgan is, I don't know, exposing their children to the greater world, something they do not wish them to see. I mean, if she seems to have at least two of them under their sway and is attempting to bring a third.
Seems more than just maternal instinct. More than just maternal instinct.
Well, they did say that she should know better.
So,
Indicative of previous experience.
I think we're relatively safe here to talk. I'm sure the mothers will hear anything said in the mansion. But we had talked about the card. Do you remember anything else I said about that eavesdrop?
No.
So Glitch and JJ were talking. Morgan's included in that implicitly.
Oh, yes.
Mm.
That we are
Obviously.
potential assets.
To Sovellias' cause, whether he knows he has one or not. JJ was eavesdropping on us. Glitch, I haven't told her this, but has a thing for Gilly. And potentially biased. But
Does he have a gift for Gilly? He has a thing for her.
No, it's a term.
he has feelings, emotions for Gilly.
Oh.
Of the positive variety.
Oh. That's noteworthy. Okay.
He also implied that they are serving a higher power that has visited you twice.
Huh.
Like when she says that,
I get visited by plenty of people. I'm very well known.
Insight check.
Roll an insight check.
2 + 2, 4.
Yeah. He's very well known. A lot of people have visited him. People come up to him all the time.
I am.
He is quite famous. Annoyingly so.
We will have to talk about your secret visitors. There is more to this than just Morgan and Glitch and JJ, and we can only help each other if we know what's going on. we continue traveling together, some cards are gonna have to get put on the table.
Well, one of them already got burned. So.
Metaphorical cards. I've not had enough to drink to deal with you.
There's a bar right over there.
In or out of game.
Yes. And it sounds like there's sneaking to be done.
Yes, I think at least one of us should pay a visit to the carriage house regardless of what.
We'll see.
So
Once Gilly comes back, we'll have more information. I'm sure.
perhaps. But my suggestion would be to see what magical wards are there with your expertise. And then I'll go invisible and tiny enough to fit through door jams. See what needs to be seen.
It's extremely clever.
Perfect.
So, around that time, Gilly, you come around the corner back to them. They seem to be conversing. What do you wish to do?
Well, how's everyone doing?
We survived.
Yeah,
War veterans.
Howard,
We've seen
you.
worse.
Okay. Well, I don't know how I'm yet. Haven't had a... I don't know how to sort all that out at the moment, but I think we have a bit of investigating to do.
What
If
can you tell us
You're
about?
up for helping me with that.
Of course.
What can you tell us about Ronan?
Ronan is my uncle, and he's the esquire for me ma. When she is not attending her seat at the presidium, he is.
Okay. And a warlock wizard.
Oh,
What is his nature of papers that we're looking for?
Oh, I mean, he's in law. He's in the business of law and legalities and such, and you know, he's a bit of a charmer. So, right?
Yeah,
As most halflings are.
Well,
he's a barrister's lawyer.
Okay.
so I think it's interesting that Corwin seems to know more than. Right, we're not with my siblings
Nope.
anymore.
No, they've been gone.
Corwin seems to know more than Corinne about what's going on here. And
He's in deeper. He knows more.
he does, and based on the reactions from my parents, I'm much more concerned now.
Not to pile it higher and deeper here.
Yeah.
But you've got a thing for glitch. Right?
Well,
It means emotional feelings, positive ones.
We had to
He's
explain to him
learning.
just 10 minutes ago.
oh, he's learning all the time, aren't you? Well, hadn't quite sussed out what was going on there. There's something potentially, but who knows at this point. I think I need some more information before I...
He's been traveling with Morgan
Right,
longer than Corwin has.
which is, like I said, why I need some more information before I can really suss any of that out.
Not to be overly maternal, you've got too much of that here already.
Quite a bit.
But be careful, share nothing. So, we were talking about going to the carriage house this evening after people go to bed. Making sure there weren't any magical...
I don't think we need to really wait. We just need to make sure that we don't draw attention to the children.
Okay. Can you assist in checking for magical traps, magical wards?
My mom is quite skilled, and she can get a lot past me, but she might not be able to get quite as much past you.
Guess
You
we'll
have
see.
different skills than I do.
True.
Do you want to distract the kids? And I'm gonna pull all of the little figurines out of my pocket. The like wooden figurines.
The kids are being like they're
Yeah, they're being
late.
careful.
They're
you
in
said
bed.
not to disturb the kids.
Yeah, we just
Yeah.
need to make sure that we're not going
We're not
someplace.
blow the
that-
place up, and you'll be all right.
Right.
Oh, got
Uh-oh.
it. Yeah, I know.
As long as we don't
Yeah,
attract the
CMT.
attention of the children, we'll be okay.
Then we were talking about checking for traps, magical traps, and then I would do what I did on the train. Go invisible and small enough to fit in door jams. Go right on in, figure out what we need. If there's nothing magical stopping me from unlocking the door and letting the rest of you in, let me in. Going from there.
Alrighty.
Should we talk about the fact that that Son of Storms was on something? Would we know that it was Droskin?
Yeah. Does Droskin make? She would know.
It was a Droskin make of that airship that the Son of Storms was on.
I know.
Maybe
What?
stay focused.
Does
Oh, never mind.
and apparently Morgan had my brother do something for her in Droska.
So
Find
we heard.
something.
There are many dangerous ancient magical artifacts hidden throughout Droska. It's an old place. It's where Modru ruled for a number of years. Sorcerer kings, you name it. Flamakosu is plaything to some of the stuff you can find in Droska.
So,
And you know how much trouble we went to get that.
am I wrong for drawing some sort of connection between everyone traveling along with Morgan and JJ and the like, and the Son of Storms?
What are you rolling?
Yeah.
Would you like to roll something?
History or intelligence to see
It's
if I
his.
remember anything that the Countess of Avamere was talking about with her airship that went down.
Right. So Droska, old Droskin, and this was an old Droskin Iron Star. These things are Droska's older equipments are sold to revolutionary movements across the world. Older equipment pieces. Yeah.
But what I specifically with, as I said, some sort of role, remember the Countess of Avamere talking about her lost airship and what was on it and why it was important and why there was a giant thing.
There's no connection that sparks your mind in your mind. That's what she said at that dinner table.
The
After the war,
tensions are currently high with Droska because of the loss of the ambassador on that
Oh,
airship.
so that's common knowledge.
Yeah.
Oh, got it. Okay. That's-
Yeah. Oh, is that what you were getting at?
Yeah,
Sorry, I thought you
okay.
meant like deeper stuff. My bad.
No, just topical
Yep.
Droskin
Yeah,
ambassador.
there was
went
tension between the
missing
country and Droska because of
due
that.
to an older model airship.
Yep.
Got it. No, Droska plays a major role in this. The history of Droska, I'm sure, is important, and we will find more as we find it.
I just get the feeling that we've been swept up into something much bigger than anything that I could have anticipated.
We were swept up when we took this job.
Well,
I'm sure it'll come to
obviously,
light in
we'd
time.
be swept up in your magnificence. but this is far bigger.
I seem to be the only one here without some sort of checkered past.
You were in a war.
Simpler times.
You were an assassin in the war. Checkered is your middle name.
I was a logistics consultant.
Mm-hmm. Yep. We'll let you keep that story.
So shall we go check out the carriage house?
Yes.
Do you have any other questions?
I don't know.
Curiosity is a trait.
That's what killed the cat.
I guess that's about it. But I guess let's go see what we can find out
You're
here.
not wrong about Droska.
Correct.
It's an
Many
interesting correlation
secrets are hidden here.
between those three things.
The carriage house?
Yes.
So, you guys make your way to the carriage house, which is across the ground. It's a nice house. It's like a four bedroom, 3-bath house that they call a carriage house, which has space enough for a couple carriages.
I can cast Pass Without Trace on us if we think that would be valuable. Are we trying to use subterfuge?
Yes,
I'm
I
assuming
believe so. Yes, I think that would be very
I don't know if
valuable.
it's warranted at this point.
I mean, we're on your parents' grounds.
And you're with their daughter.
I will
Oh,
hold
we're
it for now.
Alright, so you guys approach the carriage house. Sovellias, do you have identify or detect magic ready?
I do. They're rituals. So.
Okay. So, what would you like to do?
Yeah, so probably detect magic.
Okay.
First off, to see if there's anything. I mean, do you know what door to go into or any of that? Or
There's a main door.
okay.
Wherever it would be.
Alright.
I just don't want to set off any alarms.
I mean, so what's the plan here? To just enter and find the room, or do we know if it's currently occupied? Do we know, like, are the lights on? Is anybody home?
Sure,
Is
what
it
would
perception?
I-
Ronan is in the capital.
He's not here,
Mm-hmm.
like I pretty much expected. So it's basically just gonna be that his office is locked up tight.
Mm-hmm. So is the house.
So no servants while he's away or anything taking care of it. It's just locked up, quiet. Okay.
Is this a 1-story building, 2-story building?
It's a 2-story building. It's a 4-bedroom house.
And most likely locked up
Probably
by
has a
magical
basement.
means as well as mundane means.
Yeah, when you're looking for magic, I'd recommend you look not only at this front
You
door.
said 2-story?
Do you know which window goes to his study?
You don't remember.
Can I, with my fly speed of 40, can I make a quick circuit around the building and look in the windows?
Don't get too close.
Roll
No,
perception.
I went too fast.
Yeah, everything looks
You
good.
were rolling real
So-
hot for
So you're like,
that
yeah, oh, it looks great.
Yeah. I look in the wrong
Okay.
floor.
match. Would I have any inkling as to what to expect when trying to get into this house, this carriage house?
Basic alarm spell is probably a trigger to activate the transmutative and magical protection agents.
Okay.
So I'll do detect magic.
Okay. There's an abjuration spell and a transmutation spell guarding the door that are around the door. They seem to be connected.
So there's
Makes
2
sense.
spells on the door. I cannot dispel them.
Okay. Does anyone have dispel magic?
I do not.
Do you detect the similar magic on the windows, or?
Mm-hmm. It's all around the house. It's a
Yes.
barrier. It's like a skin.
Oh, the entire.
The first skin is alarm, and the second skin is transmutation. Sorry, the first skin is abjuration. The second skin is transmutation. Did you bring dispel magic? Would you like to attempt to dispel magic? It's an ability, wisdom ability check.
I'm going to cast enhance ability on you.
You have enhanced ability. That's cool. I didn't know that. Cool.
Okay, so what does that do for me?
You'll have advantage on the check.
Yeah, for your wisdom.
So, you center yourself after he tells you the identification, and you need to roll. The first spell will go without rolling, so this is just one roll for the transmutation spell, and roll twice and take the higher result, adding your wisdom modifier of +3.
Wisdom.
Oh, hold on before. Oh.
Sorry.
But don't say anything about the result. Gilly, look here. Do you want to inspire her?
I want to cast guidance
Yeah.
on her because
Yeah.
I can. That works for
Yeah.
us, right? And also,
The ability lasts an hour.
I'll
Guidance is
inspire you just for whenever.
Okay, what does inspiration do for me?
add
You
it.
get a D8.
Add the D8.
Ooh, the blue one or the metal one?
Metal.
Okay.
They tried to kill the metal, but the metal will
Like
live on.
dungeon building.
Alrighty.
Decent.
So let's see.
Oh, that's right. Refresh on progress.
You said my wisdom modifier?
Yep.
Nice.
So 16, 23.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Oh, gosh.
With the Adrent and the whip of Adrent entry, the kind that you've seen almost equal in strength, slams into the doorways, and you see the 2 skins, those of you who have the deck magic up, fall. The house is no longer magically warded. The first one.
Tear down these walls for me. Sorry,
So
that was my
I'm going to
inspiration.
keep
Came
a
late.
magical eye out for anything trying to escape
Roll
while we're
perception.
going through the house.
Would you like to examine the door?
Yes,
It's
please.
definitely locked.
Okay.
That was your inspiration from me.
Can you give guidance on other things, or is it all
Yeah,
at
you
once?
can. It's subsequent, once at a time. It's concentration.
Sure.
Thank you. That would be investigation.
actually.
I'm looking in the wrong place.
The investigation works.
All right, so that would be 16, 19.
Okay. Would you like to? It's definitely locked. It's very intricately locked.
Shit, I can't
Okay.
give you guidance.
Okay. 1916.
Why?
Because it's concentration, so is enhanceability.
Okay, that's fine. She made it by a lot, so you're fine. But yeah. So enhanceability is going to stay on her. No
Yep.
guidance being passed around.
Sorry.
16.
Which is
16
an
total. On what?
enhanceability.
You said investigation check on the door to look for traps.
Yeah. No. You've determined it's locked and it's not trapped.
Okay.
Would you like to attempt to do thieves'
So
tool
is
to
it
unlock
only
it?
wisdom
Yes, I would.
checks?
Thank you.
Okay.
This plus my thing. Ah, nice. That will be
Would perception count as a
a
wisdom check?
20.
Yes.
So you go. You get it.
Ah,
Or unlocks.
this one was high quality lock. You can tell that your family spent a good deal of money on it. Unfortunately, it did not keep count. So,
You're just lucky you
Well,
had as druid with you.
Fortunately, in
And
this
with
case, actually.
what was that?
Actually, in this case, it's fortunate.
It is fortunate.
15 perception to make sure nothing magical
You
escapes.
don't see anything. As you enter the doorway, you see there are about 4 sets of armor immediately in the foyer. Heavy armor. And a couple of mounted swords. And a beautiful carpet that lays on the floor.
Sovellias, before we entered, do you make anything of those magical armors? I saw what happened in the dining area.
You guys have disabled the alarm and transmutation spell that would have animated these things.
Am I
Now it's only
relatively-
if you do something hostile will they be activated.
Am I relatively familiar with any other
You know
magical
that
items
that's a rug of smothering, those
Yeah.
are dancing swords, and these are animated armors. Maybe even, yeah.
I share that information with the class.
But as long as you aren't hostile or do anything, like, they will not activate now because you've dispelled the alarm spell.
Okay.
It only works.
Just wouldn't step on that rug if you can avoid it, though.
So I'm gonna activate my winged boots and hover just a little bit over
Okay.
the ground so I'm not touching anything.
Alrighty, you guys make
Not unwise.
your way upstairs to the study. It is an adjoining study next to the master bedroom. Beautiful, beautiful home. You're like, this is ridiculous. This is a carriage house. Like, what the? How much money do these people have? Where do they get it?
It's okay.
Yeah, from slavery.
Oh, come on.
I'm just messing with you. So, what would you like? Who would like to do what for the door? Oh, the door is magically warded. This
door?
Yeah.
So I would have also made sure that we closed the door downstairs
Okay.
and left all the lights off.
Okay. You guys are wandering in the
My
dark.
goggles.
Yep.
Yeah, you all have dark
Can I
vision.
tell what magic?
Same thing. Abjuration, transmutation.
It looks like we have another warded door here.
Okay.
You can-
So no guidance, but you have enhanced ability, and you can inspire her if you wish.
Tear down these walls for me. Selena, let me through that door.
Yay!
That's the.
God, I
That's the
love
bar
that
that
dream
we-
So wait,
theater.
have you inspired me as well?
Then yeah, D8.
Yes.
No.
Woo! 27.
Yes!
Nice.
The alarm spell just is destroyed, and then the transmutation spell, which is attached to a spell.
Nice.
Investigation.
Yes. 18.
Yeah. It's definitely locked. It is not trapped.
Okay, I'm going to attempt to unlock.
Okay. These tool check.
That would be a 17.
This one you have disadvantage.
Oh.
Seems to be a certain a thieves' fool lock, whatever they're called.
Good ability on him. If you want.
You don't know he has disadvantage, but he's
Alright.
struggling with it.
Yeah, that's a 12 on the second check.
It like the lock seems to like change and shift. It's like trying to fool you. Like, ooh.
Your family seems to have spent a little bit more money on this lock.
Well, that's good.
Oh, we are getting closer
But
to.
unfortunate in this instance.
I will give it my best attempt again.
Hang on. Let me help you with that.
So you have no concentration effect going right now, so you can cast enhance ability.
Yep.
On dexterity.
I can absolutely do that on dexterity. And now you also won't take damage from falling 20 feet or
That's
less.
true. Cat's grace.
So
Go
does
ahead
that
and
just
cancels out flat
Okay.
roll? So that's
Right.
1 use, 2 use. Okay.
It's for all the marbles.
I mean, you can literally just like stay here and keep trying. But
18 on the dice? So that's 20.
18 on the dice. I was
on
gonna
the
say it doesn't
dice.
make
Yeah,
it.
that would be
Okay.
a 24.
All right.
20,
So you
20, 24.
And like everything, you're much more graceful and everything's nice, beautiful study, red oak wood desk, writing desk kind of looking thing, and nice leather chair. Calm and cool.
Can I make a perception check of just general ambiance? Make sure nothing.
You have advantage on
feels
because of Al's
triggered?
wisdom.
A natural 20.
Okay. You
So
look
26.
around. Everything looks all right.
Nothing
Everything's-
behind us, nothing downstairs,
everything's
nothing
fine.
outside, no one's stopping us.
Nope. Nothing. Nope.
All the same sorts
You
of
notice
things,
the
though, to be
Goliath
aware of.
skin rug on the floor.
Oh, come on.
Whips.
She's already been brought low enough, man.
It's
We're
okay.
not-
He was a prisoner.
She's already had to see the slavery
Just being funny.
in her parents.
You're being brutal is what you're being.
So, you approach the desk, and is someone going to search the desk? or-
Yeah, sorry. Yes.
please.
I will attempt to assist him to
Is the
search
desk
the
magic?
desk.
Actually, I'll assist you because I think that you have
Abjuration,
probably more.
transmutation.
Oh.
You should
Investigation.
probably avoid touching the desk until you dispel it.
It's also magical?
Yes.
Okay.
Your family's very
The O'Shea-
paranoid.
Well, well, yeah, he's in the capital for months. You ward up your, these are all
Okay.
the legal papers, wills, things like
Is there
that.
anything else I need to dispel besides the desk in this room?
I don't think the room's larger than 30 feet. Does anything else light up?
Can you go through an inch or so of wood?
I think
think
wood.
There's
yes,
the same
but
combo,
not-
just beyond the,
Or
no,
1
you're
foot
good.
of stone, 1 inch of common metal, a thin sheet of lead, 3 foot
You're good.
feet of wood.
You're good. You're good,
Okay,
actually. Never
so
mind.
just one more dispel and we should be okay?
Yep, you should be.
Otherwise, we get to sit here for an hour while I rest up. And
Guess you'll find out.
Yep.
Go ahead and roll with advantage.
Okay. There's 2 dice here. So that was 12 plus wisdom, 15.
15. 15 total? 15 just makes it. So the spell, and it. Would you like to investigate?
Yes, please. And then the dexterity is what I'm getting the bonuses on. So
Yep. Investigation is intelligence based.
that
You can gain advantage on it. You're not rushed.
Okay,
Yeah, not with the thieves check, but
that's better. That's a 17.
it's same thing. It's a tricky lock. It's a straight roll.
Straight roll. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh no, greedy. Same roll as last time. That's a 24.
That'll do it.
Oh, good.
Lots of. This is like the most precious contracts. This is the drawer you're not allowed to go into.
If you don't mind, I'd like to be the eyes at this point.
I turn around like I'm holding like the
Is there anything magical in the
flint
drawer?
and all that.
Very much appreciate your help, but I just to make sure, because it is my family and I want to make sure.
Of course.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to very quickly surreptitiously see if I can take anything in
Roll perception.
as I walk away.
What languages do you speak? Read and write.
Common.
You can't read anything.
Okay.
Can I tell what language this is?
Nope.
So, I'd like to investigate
thieves
what's
can't?
there.
Roll ahead and roll investigation.
Do you want assistance? I will put in my comprehend languages and help.
You're gonna cast comprehend languages on me, or
No, on me. Because you already understand it.
Yeah, not quite yet. I got a 16.
That's good. That's absolutely fine. 16's good. So you are like, no, halfling. You're scrolling through, and a lot of it's written in halfling.
Sure.
Then you get to a dry, midnight blue piece of paper that seems to be ancient, and it's written in a language that you've never seen before. It seems to be some kind of Proto-Elvish.
I'm going to do comprehend languages anyway, even without her knowing.
You can't read it. You're like, what the? It's old
I mean,
and
it's
ancient.
verbal, somatic, and material components.
Because it's the
oh
helm.
wait, the helm. That's
Yeah,
right.
there's no-
Yep, the helm doesn't have any.
It's a use out. You're just like zoom.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice.
Going to drop the concentration on Selena and roll and cast comprehend languages at myself.
Because she doesn't know.
Cast comprehend languages. Cannot seem to read this.
Okay.
Okay, do we...
You-
Sovellias, you've been around...
No, she's not like letting you guys look over her shoulder. She
Right.
has it.
I won't
right,
help
yeah.
unless somebody asks.
Yeah.
So.
Got it. Then after doing comprehend languages, I'm gonna see if my cloak recognizes it, can see through my eyes.
Yeah, you can't see the contract. She's not letting you guys look over her shoulder, and she's keeping it from you guys.
Oh, got it.
Actively, yeah. So,
I'm gonna, while she's looking, just keep an eye out on the door.
What'd you find?
Is there pen and paper nearby on the desk?
it's all right. Yeah, it's a desk.
I'm going to copy it as best I can.
Did you want to do like a charcoal thing?
So whatever I can do to be able to maybe try to read it later.
One thing at the very bottom that you do recognize is a signature. It's signed Ronan is one signature, your mom's signature is your mom's signature. There's another signature that you don't recognize. And then there is a very simple signature. And it says J, J, Sh. And that is where we will end tonight's session.
Oh! Maybe JJ's your dad.
Yeah. So you do have a dad.
Don't have a dad.
You could be a Dinmere.
Alrighty. Thank you for everyone who tuned in. Hello.
Do we want to check chat before we close
We
out?
can.
Yeah, let's check this out.
Nothing has really happened, so.
Intrigue, some suspicion.
It's just Carl being Carl, that's all. Thank you for everyone
Mayo.
who tuned in. We will be around tomorrow at next week at 7. I'm tired.
Surprise!
Next week at 7 p.m. Central Time, American Central Time, Chicago time. We will stream again, episode 3. Please follow our Twitch, our Twitter, our YouTube, everything. We will be posting clips, highlights, and content. On July 4th, we will have a big rollout, and we will stream our usual time at 7 p.m., but we will have a lead-up stream at 2 p.m., and we'll have more additional content for you. Be sure to follow, subscribe to YouTube, and follow us here, and follow us on Twitter. We post a lot of content, and makes it easier for to follow along, and lots of highlights and stuff. And thank you for everyone who showed up. Would anyone like to say anything?
Thanks everybody for tuning in.
Lots of
Yep.
fun
Thanks.
political intrigue.
Try to get out of Gilly's
Yeah.
accent now.
Yeah.
Crazy, bit of a slower episode, but a lot to be enjoyed. And yeah, that was fun.
Definitely.
It'll build up to us murdering somebody, I'm sure.
Oh boy.
Always. Not
Well,
every,
you guys avoided all the animated armor and rugs and everything, so
Yeah.
you're good.
made it for, we're very good at this, which makes for a boring stream.
Alrighty. Y'all have a nice night, and we'll see you next week in the wonderful world of Edda. Bye.
Bye.